Hello, everyone. I am here. I'm waiting for Jesse. We are co-streaming today. Just check. Muted. Cool. So yeah, let me know if there's any audio issues. But for now, let me tell you about the game and also say hi to Leaky and Sir Khalid. Welcome in. Today we are playing a game called SYNESTHESIA. It's a visual novel. It's an Ideated Xbox game. Thank you to Ideated Xbox for the code for this one. Developed by Spire Games, published by Ratalaika Games. It came out on the 16th of May 2025. And it has flowcharts. As you can tell, I am, as always, irrationally excited that there are flowcharts. We like flowcharts. It is also available on Steam and Switch and PlayStation. Price-wise, looking at $14.99 across the major currencies. Pounds, euros, and dollars. So, yeah. Excuse me. The year is 2029. I mean, it's not quite yet, but it will be. And the Huntley Scientific Research Institute has opened its doors to a select few young individuals that are... I've got a Jessie. That are gifted with extraordinary mental powers and mysterious abilities. At least I think I've got a Jessie. Hang on. Volume. Yep, I've got a Jessie, and I've turned him up. Cool. Okay, let me load up the game. Where are we? S. Play. And switch over so you can see my tired-looking face. Among them is Zeke, a university student with a rare form of synesthesia, perception that allows him to see the hidden significance of objects through vibrant splashes of colour. Ooh, thank you for the resub, Mr. Coolness. And collaborate, yes, that needs to be a thing. Yes, but can it be in a window that is not the one I'm trying to use?
I mean, I can end the invite, so then if you
No, it's all good. I found it. I got it. It's just, it always pops up in my chat, and it's like, I can't reach my chat from here. It's on my PC, but no, it's all good. I am in. Let me just mute it so that you're not getting through there.
that computer's muted, so I'm not going to hear anything.
Okay, cool. Are we? Yeah, and we'll share chat. Excellent. Right, I get your stream back up again, because that was the convenient window to use, but it was easier to see that way. So yeah, visual novel. Apparently that contains mature situations and themes. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a work of fiction, and any similarities to actual people, companies, institutions, or events are purely coincidental. Oh my god, can we just get rid of the giant pink covering my chat? I literally can't see anything.
Hey, Leaky. Hey, Mr. Coolness.
But yes, hi. Yes, also hi, Mr. Corners. Thank you for the resub, but also hi. So yeah, we should be now resubbed. Resubbed? No, shared chat. So yeah, bear with me a moment because my cat is currently covered by the giant pink box that hasn't yet expired. There we go. It's all good. We are in the chat. We are in the chat and we are shared and it's all working, I think. Let me switch to Jesse's stream. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, deeper conspiracy, dangerous, deep conspiracy. Yeah, visual novel with choices, flowcharts, and mini-game puzzles. Multiple endings, original music. It does say voice acting, but, you know. Oh, and there are 22 achievements, all of which are obtainable. I think that's everything. Did I cover everything, Jesse?
I think so.
That's purple, Leaky. That is a giant purple octopus. I'm talking about the pink Twitch box that was covering over things. Okay, so what do we got? Tips. Filter tips by character list, endings, reach, terms, and events. Sort by file number. We have no tips because, yeah. Ooh, but there's a open flowchart. Oh, we can't see the flowchart yet because we haven't done anything. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, so there's like a whole files thing, which is fun. Preferences. All right. Music, voices, sound effects. I don't know what So it may be voiced, but we can always just mute the voices. That is an option. Right, anyway, back. Oh my god, the menu. Please make it so that
So there's
B
10
goes back.
characters for voices.
I mean, 9
According to the voices
pictures.
menu.
9 pictures plus others, I guess.
That just screams like narration to me.
Yeah, but it says uses a combination of voice acting and speech synthesis. Fully voiced in English, main character excluded. Individual voices can be tweaked or muted in the voice menu. Best for emotion, slows reading pace.
Where'd you find that one?
I hit begin. Because I thought you'd gone into begin because, I don't think you had. I think it was just a different menu that I hadn't seen. I think I don't want speech synthesis. I spent, half my afternoon yesterday listening to training videos where it was speech synthesis, and it was like, this training is not going in because a robot is talking to me. I mean, the main character is unvoiced, and it might be the narrator is unvoiced, so if the main character is, I don't know, we could split. And so what do you want? Bleh. I cannot word.
Well, I mean, like, if there's like 10 things, like, do we want to have any of them on to save ourselves here?
Yeah. Shall we see how it is? Because we can always change them, right? Cool. Okay. We're just going to try voiced mode. Do we assume... Are we assuming the main character is a dude? Or not? I don't know what Zeke... Oh, it says him. Okay, so if I do the narrator and you do the main character, and then we'll see what the rest are like. Okay. Every day was the same. Grey marked the young boy's world, a boredom and unchanging, that in itself was a slow kind of torture. Kind of like this flashing white screen with outlined text that is entirely difficult to read. Can we please stop flashing? The boy was an only child from a well-off family, though the cost of this lifestyle meant he saw little of his parents. He would have traded everything he had for a simple life where he didn't feel so alone. Many long days he spent playing alone in his house's large and hollow halls, pristine and sad. I'm going to say you should probably do his thoughts as well.
Why can't we just be like other families?
The boy would think to himself. In an effort to ward off the grey of the everyday, he began to beg his parents to have another child. He would imagine what it was like to have someone to share life with, someone to play with, like he had seen so often in the TV shows that filled many of his days. Yet the young boy didn't understand the complexities of his parents' careers, nor the complications of trying to have another child at an older age. Despite this, the young boy's resolve didn't waver, nor did his requests stop. Eventually, after many years, the parents relented, though not in the way the boy saw coming. One day, a young girl, not much younger than the boy, arrived at their home. The parents hesitantly brought the shy girl to him. The stern voice of his father was unusually soft this day.
Son, meet your new little sister.
He could hardly believe it. The girl was timid, her eyes afraid to lock with his, though he didn't mind. He understood that anyone who had been put up for adoption must have had a tough life, and in that moment, in the blue of her eyes, he made a resolution. He resolved that it was his job to care for her, to protect her, and to love her, that he would be the best older brother he could be. It was his job to draw out her confidence, to restore her world. The journey was long, and though it took some time for the girl, little by little she started to warm towards the boy. She admired his devotion, his kindness. He was the only proof she had experienced that there was good in the world, that someone existed who refused to abandon her like all others had done. Over time, the two grew inseparable. In each other, both the girl and the boy found solace. They had found their respective salvations. For a time, there was peace, there was happiness. Colour had begun to fill the world. Though as the boy was about to have instilled in him in the cruelest of ways. Nothing endures forever. One day, about 2 years after the young girl's arrival, the two decided to walk to the local shop in town to get some sweets. Most of the time they were left unsupervised, so the boy viewed it as his role to look after her. The girl happily skipped down the street, and as they approached the store, she broke into an excited run. Though on this day, perhaps for the first time, the boy had grown careless. He hadn't noticed she was no longer skipping by his side. As he looked up, he saw the flash of colour, a colour he understood heralded danger. Why hadn't he realised sooner?
Stop! Look!
He cried. He motioned, he pleaded that she would notice the colour of those lights, that she would halt before her feet hit the road. Though the call was too late, she turned at his pleading, but by this time her momentum had already carried her onto the road. The boy sprinted to make it to the girl in time. He could see in his periphery a vehicle fast approaching. He stretched out his hand, and in that split second, all kinds of thoughts hurled through his mind.
I won't make it. But what if I dive? Could I push her out of the way? Will that be enough?
The girl simply froze, and a moment before impact lifted her arm back towards him. Hey, Hara! And also, hi everyone in chat, also hope you're doing well. And hi Jesse, hope you're doing well. He just was like, yeah, let's just start. It's the weekend. I don't know. I'm tired and energized at the same time. It's a frightening combination. The boy caught her frightened eyes one final time. Oh, that's not a good color. Red painted the dark asphalt below.
What is this?
The boy was left stricken by the sight before him as damning thoughts began to fill his mind.
Why didn't either of us notice the light? Why didn't she move quicker? Why didn't I push her out of the way? Am I just a coward? Why?
Why? The young boy saw for himself there was no inherent meaning to things, no true justice in this world. On that day, red shattered the grey, and the boy realised there was a colour even more tortuous than grey.
Red.
Yes. Spy Games presents Synesthesia.
There's lots of colors on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Isla. Eris.
Jace. Ms. Keller.
Miss Keller. Maya.
Zeke, the main
Zeke.
character. Student 137. Also, I feel like I should ask Jesse, is my voice included on your stream? Because otherwise that was a really funny... that was a really funny introduction. I'm only asking because I know that sometimes your OBS likes to mute me.
It's usually after resets.
Ah.
Updates.
Fair enough. I've not updated mine in a while. It yelled at me and I went, go away. I'll turn you off at Christmas. You can update then.
Eventually
Also,
it just does it without asking.
Yeah, it generally does it if the computer's not in use, and if I've got a stream up, like Jess's stream, then it doesn't restart, which is helpful.
Yeah, I've done that and it still decides eventually, like, no, I'm in charge.
Oh. Fair enough. 2029 AD.
2029
Oh, sorry. That dream again. Oh, bloop! Synesthesia begins. Cool. That
Hey,
dream
there
again.
it goes.
Okay, I'm not doing it because it says to yawn, I'm doing it because you yawn.
That was a fake yawn, too.
Yes!
The fake one got you.
I honestly do not need any encouragement to yawn. Hi, Raina. My alarm clock, that must mean it's...
Ugh, don't tell me it's them already.
This might just be the worst day of the year. I'm guessing first day of school. The day I have to go back to school. It says Monday, 4th of the 9th. Chapter 1 at the top, in case I think some of that's behind my logo.
Oh yeah, there it is. I was like, oh.
It's the white font with the outline is horrible on a light background.
The problem is that it's against like a very, very light blue.
Yeah. It was like the
no
first two, the first two screens at the beginning. It was like, my eyes.
So, like, if I go with like a traditional school year, like I would assume that's September 4th.
Yes.
Not April 9th. But like, does Japanese school start like year in like April? I always forget how their years work.
I don't know.
Because I know that I'm pretty sure their school years has a different flow in the year.
Yeah.
Like, they also are year-round school, I believe. So like, there's a different time to like breaks and stuff. So I'm not sure.
Well, you know how we can
April or September.
You know how we can find out. We wait till Tuesday.
Okay.
If it says the 5th of the 9th, then it's September. If it says the 10th of the 4th, then it's April. Either which way, it's 2029, right? We know the year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess school isn't the right world for it, given our alternative education arrangements. I have just turned 18, after all. In any case, today I have to drag myself out for the first day of lectures for the year at the Institute.
Well, no point dragging this out. Better get ready.
Having quickly gotten dressed, I shoved my college supplies into my bag. As much as I'd love to lock myself in this room, it's time for me to head out. Whoa. Okay. Jeez, it's a point and click. Okay, so we've got escape, exit to the living room, picture, the clock, and the bed.
3 things that are highlighted, or 4 things that are highlighted?
Yeah, there are flashy things on 4 objects and then the exit.
Yeah.
We just go from left to right?
Sure.
Skateboard. A trusty skateboard. It's probably not the best time to ride it now. Next is the bed.
The bed.
As much as I'd love to have a sleep, now isn't the best time. Clock. Look at the time. I better get going. And I wonder if I have any new notifications. Oh, it is the laptop. Oh, there's a computer monitor next to it. Hi, Cash. Probably best to check that another time. Okay, so I think we just have to living room. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. I head out to the living room. Okay, we're literally going to narrate everything. Alright, it's time to get some...
Ah!
Well, look who it is.
Okay. Okay.
What are you doing sneaking up on me like that? And why are you acting so surprised about me using my own kitchen?
Why wouldn't I be surprised? It's been ages since you've left your room this early.
This is my roommate and best friend, Jace. Yeah, if it doesn't have a picture, I'm going to go with I'm reading it. Which may or may not turn out to be a good plan, but we'll see. For some reason, he always views me as being more unreliable than I actually am. Or maybe he just gets a kick out of being condescending at moments like this.
You do realize we have been on school break?
Well, obviously, but even so, you got into some pretty extreme sleeping habits there.
By the way, you're bleeding through.
Oh, sorry. Didn't check that. Thanks.
Whatever, it's not like I'm gonna miss the first day of the year. It'd be way too much of a headache to try and catch up from that.
Sorry, it's like it's not even talking and something is making my mic go up. So apologies if there's some sort of, if you hear yourself, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I was hearing Jace.
All right, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's because I made the screen smaller, I can't see all the bars, so I just turned the TV down.
At least you've thought it through that far.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of changes this year, us being graduates now and all.
People like us, those diagnosed with special cognitive perception. Oh, we can click on these things!
Oh, can we?
Have alternate schooling
Oh.
arrangements to other people. Oh, right, okay, so. Do you maybe want to read out the entries?
Yeah. Special cognitive perception, sometimes referred to as an SCP or a special ability, are mental abilities that exceed that of ordinary humans. It is a recent phenomenon. It's believed that approximately 0.016% of the next generation has a form of SCP. Those with an ability usually have one specific way in which it manifests, giving them a unique perception experienced only by them.
Cool. We can go back one entry to get the Jace one, which I didn't realize the underline did a thing yet.
Jace is Zeke's best friend and roommate, attending classes together at the Institute over the last several years. They have grown inseparable despite their constant clashes. Age, 18, height, 5'9", SCP, empathic sense.
Nice. Okay. All right. Return. Okay. So if it's blue, we can click on it. Okay. Because of that, we are being educated at first-class college level at the same institute where we did our high school classes. Although there will be some big changes this year, I guess I can be grateful that the setting will be the same. Plus, I get to continue living in the same student lodgings in my own apartment with my best friend, so even though I like to complain about classes, the truth is I've got a pretty sweet deal.
Anyway, you better hurry up and get some food into you. We've got to get going.
What do you think I was trying to do in the first place?
Jace and I set off for class. The student lodgings are only a few blocks over.
We're both great at talking today.
Yeah, I know. Flew blocks over from the institute, which is quite convenient. We don't have to live at the same place we have our classes, which is a plus. Yet it's close enough that we don't have to worry about transport. Oh, the drifting of the screen is making me think my cursor is drifting, but it's not.
So, do you think you got it done?
Got what done?
Don't give me that. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Don't give me the silent treatment.
Oh, I'm supposed to be silent. I doubt it.
Really? You don't think you improved at all?
I really doubt it. I haven't noticed anything change. I'd be very surprised if my R value went up at all during break.
Man, the instructors will be pissed.
What am I supposed to do? It's not like I haven't been trying.
I don't think spending all your time sleeping and gaming could be considered trying.
Shut up, man. How would you know what I've been doing with my time?
Really? First day back, and you two are at it already?
And there she is, right on cue. She has a habit of sneaking up on us out of nowhere like this.
Well, if it isn't her favorite stalker.
Ah, Isla. It's been a while. How are things?
Isla.
Isla is a close, long-term friend of both Zeke and Jace. She is one of the only students at the Institute who lives in Kakaretta City with her family. Age 18, height 5'7", SCP, time anticipation.
Aha, which is why she was waiting for them.
They were much better until a moment ago. I forgot what a meanie he can be.
Easy. I said you were my favorite stalker after all.
So you're saying you've got a bunch of others lined up too then, do you?
Others? So you're admitting you're one of them?
Huh? Well...
They probably shouldn't tease her, but with reactions like this, it's way too hard to resist. Even so, I should go easy on her. It's the first day after all.
Anyway, we didn't see you around at all during the break. Not even up here at Cheeky Dog Cafe. What happened?
Cheeky Dog Cafe is a cafe off Main Street frequented by Zeke, Jace, and Isla. It used to heavily feature canine-related art and imagery, but was toned down recently in an attempt to garner new customers to the fledgling business.
Canine-related art and imagery. Interesting.
What happened?
I ended up getting dragged out to stay at a relative's place in the country. My parents wanted some time to themselves, or something like that.
Sounds boring.
Are you up to the next?
Yep.
That time I heard myself.
It sure
Sorry, I
was.
was
This
no,
is
no,
the
no. That
first
was just
time I've
checking my
actually
stream.
been
And the
excited
sound
to
was
get back
good.
to classes at the institute.
Okay. Yeah, I can't
Speaking of
start
which,
this
we
year
should
off
get
being
moving.
late again.
All right, let's go.
I was gonna say, like, the picture of him in the corner when he's speaking, when Zeke speaks, it looks like it's still like pajamas to me.
I mean, you know, fair. Okay,
Like,
so we've got.
that's how we started.
I mean, you know, fair. I would. I have been to lectures in pajamas, so I'm going for the crosswalk, sidewalk, people crossing.
Okay.
There's no point in going back home now. The cafe, Cheeky Dog Cafe, one of our favourite hangout spots. Not the best time to grab a beverage now, though. There's a thing at the back.
There's two things in the back.
The road leads up to a headland near the wharf side. I probably shouldn't head so far away. And then on the car, oh no, the arcade. Don't really feel now is the time to hit the Street Fighter machines. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Institute.
Probably.
There it is. It's been a while.
Okay, the Huntley Institute.
The Huntley Institute is a prestigious scientific research institute renowned worldwide for its endeavors in fields ranging from physics through to neuroscience. Since the advent of those with SCPs, the institute has chosen to take on many of them as students to aid them with their abilities and conduct research to better understand the phenomenon.
Cool. I mean, it's going to now say a prestigious scientific research institute and also our place of learning. It's strange that these two things happen at the same place, but I guess you could say we are their guinea pigs for experimentation. I do not like what this font is doing. Stop it. They do research on our
It's not the
students.
font, it's the fact that it bleeds over between a great black background and a bright school scene. And the text does not pop on the right side of the screen as a result.
It doesn't. It's practically invisible. It does literally look like it's just getting smaller and smaller and further away. Yeah, they do research on our students who have special cognitive perceptions. Though it sounds creepy, it's more of a win-win type scenario. They are one of the best equipped and most prestigious science institutes on the planet, and when abilities such as ours started becoming recognized around the world, they were quick to respond. So how are we feeling about the voices, the other ones?
So far, okay. I'm not, like, totally hating them.
Okay.
How are you?
So, I mean, similar. I guess we'll see if,
Like,
if there's... Yeah.
I won't say that I've thought that they all sound totally natural. Like, there was a couple of things with our buddy that I was
Jace.
like, I think that sounds... What?
Jace.
Jace. There were a couple of things with Jace I thought, like, a couple, like, really, like, short snippet
Yeah.
ones that sounded a little fake. But, like...
Yeah.
Generally, the longer sentences sound fairly natural.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable. It's possibly, you know, that instead of re-recording, they synthesized and changes, and that's why it sounds slightly off. I guess we continue
And,
on,
like-
and if it does our head in, then we switch them off.
Well, and I think what it could be is that, like, they could have used what they had to kind of synthesize, like, the short guttural
Yeah.
reaction type sounds.
Yeah.
But, like, I will say Isla so far sounds roughly natural.
Yeah. I guess it's lacking a little bit of emotion, sort of fairly... I don't know. I think I'm just being a little too persnickety about it.
Yeah, hard to say.
Yeah. Anyway, they have provided a space where people like us can do our education in a more specialized way, and through their research they've helped us all understand and deal with our abilities better. Most of us have travelled far to join the Institute, which is why we live in student accommodation nearby. Things considered, it's a pretty good setup for people like us. And at the end of our studies, we'll have our degrees from our highly prestigious institute at a very low cost, and they will have gained important data for us for their research. That's what I mean by it being a win-win. Of course, before us, this institute never took in students. It was purely a research institute. only taken students with abilities even until this day. As this place was never originally intended to give a quality education, it still shows in their priorities. The Institute cares first and foremost about their research. Our education always comes second to that. Well, how is it a prestigious institute, really, then, if it's not putting effort into that?
The Institute side does great work.
Even so, they do put in efforts in helping us deal with our abilities, and I've got a pretty free and relaxed situation, so I'm not complaining.
Zeke, stop zoning out, man.
You're complaining about having to wake
class.
up this morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Hi, Bilius. You're right, it does look like pajamas, but I think it's just a t-shirt.
Wow.
The three of us look around our lecture room as we drop our bags to the
This
floor.
is much better than the rooms we had for high school. They must have actually spent some money on this floor.
The college students take the top floor of this building, so this is our first time up here, as last year we were on the lower levels.
Yes, those are the perks of being an adult. Things are really starting to come together.
Just as I finish getting these words out, a young woman in a lab coat enters the room and takes her place at the front.
Hello, everyone.
Blue hair. A hush descends as everyone looks to the front.
Welcome to your first class
You know
in
she's
special
important.
training.
Yeah!
I am Miss Keller.
I mean,
I'll
if
be
we
your
go
instructor
back
for this subject.
and you look at this room of people, I'm sorry, you all pretty much have boring, generic hair. We do have a blonde guy or a blonde individual on the left side of the room. Blonde could be an important
Welcome
color,
to
but
Hello.
the fact that the other hair colors are kind of normal, you are all generic classmates.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to your first. I am Miss Keller. I'll be your instructor for this subject.
Okay, so, are you ready to read out Miss Keller?
Sure. Miss Keller is a researcher and educator at the Huntley Institute, where she teaches the special training curriculum for the first-year college students, age 25, height 5'8", SCP. Nay. Hello, Havor.
Hey! There definitely should be a slash in there. I feel like that's definitely supposed to be not applicable. Yeah, hey, Havor.
By the way, the other thing is like, if we totally do not click with this, you know, we've always said, like, we give any visual novel one stream, and if it's not for us to continue doing as a co-stream, then we do that. If we like it doing it as a co-stream, we do.
Yeah, that is
Continue,
fair. We
so-
do say that. However, I kind of want to
We've
do...
said it for, like, some of the others in our list.
Yeah.
Like, we said that for,
Deep Under?
I think it was, like, Death Mask.
Death Mask. Yes, no, that was it. Because we weren't sure...
Monstrous Lovers,
Yeah.
we've pretty much come to the conclusion we're going to enjoy doing.
Yes, yes.
Because any of the romancy ones we have a good hilarity with.
Did you see the new Penguin Pop Games one? I said we have to do this one
We're gonna
before
need
Christmas.
to talk. We'll talk after stream.
Oh! Fair enough. Everyone will have to wait till... Never, possibly. Ooh, 74. That is a good number. Did he actually whisper this? Because I didn't actually hear him whisper. But because you probably can't see all of it past my head, it says this is the first time I've seen her. She looks quite young. I mean, she is 25 and they're 18, so that is quite young. Yeah, I don't think he's whispering. Do you want to be Jace whispering?
Sorry, I just went back and checked to see if it did. It did not whisper.
Okay, so you be whispers.
I turned up my TV like... Yeah, I turned up my TV like a ton. Okay. This is the first time I've seen her here. She looks quite young. I wonder if she's new. I don't know.
It's more likely that she's just been assigned to do this class for the first time, and I just got 7% likely to cause chaos. That about sums it up.
Aw, you little angel, you.
No, it's because I'm tired. It's because I did my first full week at work. So yeah, what genre did I get? Tennis. Ah, boo.
It's perfect because There's a rapport back and forth between us, a little chat going back and forth between us today. So there needs to be that.
Yes, that's fair enough. Okay, so we're going to take it like that. Visual novel tennis. I'll take it. Yeah, assigned to do the class. The institute is huge after all, with so many staff, and we students only take up one small building. All the other instructors we've had have also had other research jobs here on top of their teaching. After all, teaching students like us is a minor part of what this institute does as a whole. It was obvious that the instructors we've had in years prior, viewed the requirement to teach us as an inconvenience, a distraction to their other work. Okay, fine. You're causing all the chaos today, Jesse. I nominate you. Some of them were quite frustrating to work with as a result. I wonder how she will be. First-person shooter? Wow. Okay, that feels kind of extreme. Did you also grab your daily? I don't know, while you're in there.
Yeah, I did.
Cool. Awesome. Right. What? Oh, it's the rip emote. Hydrate. Hydrate. I don't know why I'm groaning. I like my tea. It's just gone very cold because I made it for breakfast and then forgot to drink it. And then
Okay, just water, so.
I had lunch like 20 minutes before stream because I've just been very distracted today. Ow. Bashed my knuckle into something. Okay, how she will be. Right.
As this is your first class at college level, and we have some new students here that have joined us for the college level intake, I think it'd be good for everyone to introduce themselves afresh. We are in a safe place here. Even though there is some fear and sometimes even animosity towards you out there in the world, that isn't something we need to be afraid of here.
That is a quite alarming pointing.
So I'd like you to introduce yourself and then explain to the class your SCP profile. For those that are new, that basically means to explain the nature of how your special ability works.
SCP
profile. An SCP profile is a description of the extra perceptions and individual experiences as a result of their SCP. Each individual has a completely unique profile of experience and information gathered from their SCP. For more information, look up Special Cognitive Perceptions.
We will
Stop
start
pointing!
Here. Please stand to speak when it's your turn.
It's really freaking me out, the pointing. Ugh. This has taken a while. The bad thing about us sitting at the back of the class is that we'll have to go last. Still, I guess it was interesting to hear some of the new students' abilities. Quite a diverse bunch here. The abilities still appear to be related to the mind in some way. Unfortunately, there's no one who can...
Joe.
Oh, what?
You misread that. It wasn't students, it was just students. So just there was one new student with abilities.
I did misread that.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you're correct that there are actually numerous new students. I think that's a grammar mistake.
It is a grammar mistake because it says some of the new students. Yeah, there should be the S. It should be S apostrophe.
Or S apostrophe S.
That's not how you do it.
You can sometimes.
Oh, but it looks painful that way.
I know.
Yeah, anyway. Unfortunately, there's no one who can fly or shoot lasers from their eyes or anything cool like that. The truth is all our abilities are trivial at best.
These were just like sensory conditions?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you be able to fly or shoot lasers?
Those are like superpowers.
Exactly. We're not in X-Men right here. Trivial at best, and it seems these new students... you see that is pluralized, are no different.
Okay, you.
Stop
The
pointing.
young lady on the corner at the back. You're next.
Hello, miss. My name is Isla
What you
Gray.
saying? Exit the room.
It's like, get out! You're in trouble!
It's nice to meet you, Isla. What's your ability?
Well, I guess the best way to explain it is that I have a strong intuition when something is about to happen.
Could you elaborate, please, Isla?
Yes, miss. It's only subtle, but often around 5 to 10 seconds before something happens, I have a strong feeling of what is about to take place.
I see. And is it limited to that time period?
Yeah, it's hard to describe how it works. It's Like a strong intuition, like, oh, Jace is about to turn the corner, and a few seconds later it happens.
Ah, honestly, that's kind of, This is why she makes a great stalker. She's always one step ahead
Is
of
it
us.
happening all the time?
No, not all the time. Usually it happens randomly, often when things are going to change suddenly. I don't really understand the logic behind it.
Thank you for sharing, Isla.
Miss Keller turns to face Jace and I.
Okay, you're up next.
My name is Jace Burns. It's kind of hard to explain my ability.
Just give it a go as best you can.
Okay, well, I can kind of grasp onto people's emotions, and sometimes their intent.
Their intent? And how does that work? How does it feel when that happens?
It's like I can feel a weak sense of their emotions, if they're coming from a good or bad place. I can't read thoughts or anything like that. It's more like a strong sense of empathy. I can experience where they're coming from emotionally. Though my own emotions can mess with it a little bit, so I have to work on that.
Interesting. It's nice to meet you, Jace. Well, it looks like you're last.
Here I go.
My name's Zeke Kobayashi. My ability is a form of synesthesia. Zeke, the protagonist of the story, is a first-year college student of the Institute with a unique SCP profile. Age 18, height 5'11", SCP synesthesia.
Synesthesia? Interesting. Could you explain what that is to the class so they can understand you?
Sure.
Synesthesia. From a young age, this was my diagnosis, but they weren't sure the cause of my specific type of synesthesia. That is a hard word to say. Synesthesia. That wasn't until several years ago when it became known that some in this generation were born with these strange cognitive abilities. Synesthesia is when the brain connects two normally unconnected senses together, resulting in some pretty strange sensory experiences. For example, someone with synesthesia may see colours as they hear music. They don't just imagine the colour, but can actually see colour fill their vision. As they hear the music. Others may hear certain noises they associate with certain numbers. Some may even have a certain taste fill their mouth as they hear certain words. Synesthesia is a unique condition from a hyperlinked brain, or so I'm told. I'd really prefer not to share this with the class, but it's not like she's given me much choice. I can't get on this new instructor's bad side on the first day. I just hope I don't butcher this explanation.
Here's the thing, is is his synesthesia special? Because it sounds like this is a known condition, so
yeah.
Whereas the others, even as mundane as Isla's and Jace's abilities are, they actually are technically abilities, I guess. Or even Jace's is kind of mundane. Isla actually has something that I think is maybe an ability.
Yeah. Well, the way the intro to the game has played, basically he's got point and click main character hotspot highlighting in his brain. That's how his synesthesia works.
Yeah, that's the thing. Having heard that, it's just that the way they described it there, it's okay, this is natural, not oh my gosh.
Well, I'm hoping you are going to elaborate on the next thing.
Right.
Probably not though.
Synesthesia is where you experience stuff with your other senses, I guess.
Damn it, I knew it. This is going horribly. I hate speaking in front of people like this.
For me, I can see colors in my sight that highlight certain objects.
Colors that highlight objects? Could you expand on that a little?
I'm still figuring it all out, but the colors I seem to highlight out things that are important. Sometimes it even happens to things I've never seen before. I don't understand how it happens or why.
I see. So you can naturally discern objects of significance through this synesthesia of yours.
Synesthesia. Synesthesia is a condition where the brain connects two usually unconnected senses together, resulting in an abnormal sensory experience. It is said to be the product of hyper-connected neuronal pathways in the brain. Examples of synesthesia include phenomena such as seeing colors when hearing music, or having a taste fill the mouth, and associating with particular ideas or words.
Why'd you regurgitate the thing that you literally just told us on the other screen? Thank you, game.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. I sometimes see certain objects flash with color in my vision, and they normally turn out to be important to me in some way.
It sounds like you'd make a great detective then, Zeke. Thank you for sharing.
I'm glad that's over. I completely messed up that explanation and I barely scratched the surface of how it works. Oh well, it'll do for now. She seemed to get the gist anyway. I'm glad we were running out of time, so she didn't press me any further. It took a whole class to introduce the class. Miss Kettler turns back to address
Thank
the whole
you,
class.
everyone, for sharing. I know it isn't easy to come out and explain your gifts to your peers like this, but I think this level of transparency is important for this class. It looks like we're out of time. Next lesson, we will look further into the science behind your abilities. Also, for you continuing students, I have your R-value reports from last year. We will check in next lesson to see if you have made any progress. It was nice to meet you all. See you tomorrow. Class dismissed.
Get out! The rest of the day seemed to fly by. The other classes I had were all normal first year college intro units that any student would do. With all that information to absorb, it's no wonder time went so fast.
Glad that's over.
Tell me about it. Looks like this year isn't going to be easy. What is it?
Yeah.
It's not normal for Jace to trail off like that.
What did you think of our new instructor?
He sensed something.
She seemed nice enough, I guess.
She did, didn't she?
You don't seem convinced. What's up?
Nothing. It could just be nothing.
Tell me, what were you picking up on?
I don't know. Something about her emotions seems strange to me.
Strange? In what way?
As I said, I don't know yet. I don't want to read too much into it. It might just have something to do with it being the first day.
It's not normal for Jace to speak up about things like this.
Oh, I think that's actually me, but yeah.
Oh.
It's because you've not got your pajama picture. He senses a lot with his ability after all, and is pretty used to taking things in his stride. When he speaks about sensing something, it usually means something.
I'll give it a bit more time. Could just be all in my head after all.
All right then.
Anyway, I'm gonna head back. See you later on.
All right. See ya.
Maybe you should be reading these bits. I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Because it is the
It
thought.
looks like I've got a bit of time to kill. I wonder what I should do now. The question is, what do you read then?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a bench. That's what I read. I wonder why my synesthesia is lighting up all over it, though. Except that that's still you. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go with, let's see how it goes. The Institute. There's no point in heading back there now. Okay, there's only 2 spots, right? And then the exit?
Yeah.
Main Street. Okay, so now we've got the Cheeky Dog, the Institute, and the same other 3 spots that we had before. I'm just going to have a quick peek. Chapter 1. Route. And nothing to do with hotspots. So should we just go to the Cheeky Dog?
We can do that.
You're dropping a save, so I'm dropping a save. Because, feels reasonable. Also, I wonder if the flowchart has anything in it yet. Oh no, we've got story at the start of chapter 1. And... oh, we are in April. Look, because that's how we find out where we are. It goes all the way to like May 1st. So... yeah, we'll see how far we get today, I guess.
I guess.
Okay, Cheeky Dog. Right. Jesus. That was... didn't need purple hair right at me, my face there. Whew.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This is awkward. The girl's now sprawled out on the floor. milkshake she was holding is spilled everywhere. What's she doing?
This didn't spill on her.
Yeah, well, I was literally just thinking that. You're in my brain. This is your ability. What was she doing storming through the cafe in such a hurry anyway?
What will I do now?
She looks pretty upset. The way she's staring at the milky puddle on the floor seems a bit over the top. She's looking at it like she just dropped a baby or something. Well, maybe she's broke and you literally just sabotaged her one treat of, like, the month.
Well, no use crying over spilt milk.
You douche. The character that you just to, clarify. I don't know. Yeah, this just got a whole lot more awkward. I can't believe I went for that lame joke at a time like this. The staff look like heading over to clean it up. What should I do now? Oh, I mean...
I'd go for the top one.
Yes. Yes. Offer to buy another one.
It's okay. I'll buy you another one.
I reach out a hand and help her up off the floor.
It's not like I need you to or anything.
Huh?
Well, maybe I am just a little short on funds right now.
Told ya.
But don't think I'm going to owe you anything. This was all your fault anyway.
That's why I'm offering to buy it for you. Don't get all uppity.
Yeah, exactly. What is it with this girl?
I'm being nice. I bumped into you. I'm accepting blame, and I'm buying you a new one. This isn't like some cheap pickup line or some shit. Like,
Exactly. It's like,
just
yeah,
accept the act of kindness.
yeah, exactly. And it's not all over you. It just went on the floor. So, nothing got ruined except that, basically paying twice for the same drink.
I don't know. Like, maybe she got a little bit of something on her. Like, or maybe she's going through a tougher time than we realize. Like, her shirt does look a little bit crumpled.
No, that is the art style because the teacher did that when she turned to face us. So, like, her clothes just crumpled. It was quite creepy. Not quite as creepy as the get out.
Yes, the get out arm motion was a bit more striking than the clothes on her. So this one's clothes being that are much more noticeable.
Yeah, they're really, really crumpled.
It's fine. I'm happy to do it.
I brought her another milkshake. It was a drawn-out few minutes while we sat in silence waiting for it to be made. I guess she isn't good at small talk.
Thanks.
That's okay. Why were you in such a hurry anyway?
Oh, right. I've got to go.
We've got 2 streams about to start that have the same game being played. Zeus is streaming for Extra Life, and ID is streaming early because of some reason. And they're both playing a game about digging a hole.
That was okay. I did that one.
Oh. Is it fun?
It's
dig a hole?
Like a. Do you enjoy just picking up random stuff and selling it, and then buying more stuff, and then digging further and picking up more stuff?
In a game, yes. In real life,
Yes.
I don't like digging because it gets dirt on my hands.
Like, that's what a game about digging holes is. Like, you've got it's a small-ish space that you can dig around, and like, you just, you dig a hole, you find stuff, you sell it, you buy upgrades and get better and can dig further, and then there's a goal at the end of the game.
Fair enough.
You do that, and then you can restart the game. I played through it. The first I did. So it's like you play it, and then you get to the main goal, and then you can restart in achievement mode. So you really don't get achievements the first playthrough.
Okay.
But like, it's not a bad thing. Like, everything you do in that first playthrough gives you progress towards the achievements. So like, one of them's like for digging up stones or pebbles or whatever, and like, or each time you dig, like, those are things that are achievements, and like, it gives progress to those, even though it's not like you can't unlock them during this run. But like, if you did the requirement during the first run, it'll unlock once you start achievement mode.
Okay.
But the first time I played it, I didn't know there's like a tile you can click on your patio that gives you $10,000
Whoa.
starting money. And like with $10,000, you can pretty much fully upgrade your equipment. So like the game can probably be like sub 3 hours for achievements as a result, because like if you start with good equipment, it's really quite easy. Without it, like there's an achievement for finishing the game in 30 minutes or less. And when I enabled the $10,000 starting funds, I got done in probably about 10. Without the starting funds, it took me an hour or two to get to the end, at least. So like it's not a long game. Like I think the TA estimate's like 2 to 4 hours, somewhere in that range, so it's not bad. It was a nice little, it's a distraction, like it's a Game Pass game, and it was like a fine short distraction of a stream, or not a stream even, just of a gameplay session.
Fair enough. Yeah, sounds like it might be a fun bit of a stream.
It's on Game Pass, so like
yeah. Well, it's on the list.
Like
this
you don't
week,
even need
so
it. Like
always
yeah,
get,
like you just play it and you're like, okay, I'm done with it.
Cool. Cool. Anyway, right.
Sorry.
Without another word, she gets up and pushes past me right out of the cafe. Strange girl. She didn't even get a name. Well, after all that, no point in sticking around any longer. Might as well get going.
Well,
Did you not come in for a drink? Sorry. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I guess she wasn't in her class.
Yeah. Maybe a different year? Now Isla's running into us. A flash passes before my eyes as I exit Cheeky Dog Cafe, one that once again almost bundles me over.
What are you doing?
Me? What are you doing? You're the one who sped out of the cafe straight into me.
Twice in a row? Do I have a target on me today or something?
Can't you sense the future to stop things like this? Unless you were stalking me again and this is all an elaborate plan to get my attention.
Excuse me. It's not very nice to say things like that, you know?
I tease her about stuff like this all the time. Wanting one of her cute responses can hardly be held against me, you dog. If she generally didn't like it, I'd stop, but she seems to play along happily enough. That's what I tell myself anyway.
They like each other. Why were you in such a rush?
I was going over to the arcade.
You really love that place, don't you?
She started getting into it last year, but I never ended up going along. Oh, sorry.
You should come. See me in action.
That sounds good, but maybe not today. I'm just going to go home and relax. It's been a big day.
Okay.
She seems a little disappointed.
Well, I'm going to go again tomorrow after school if you're free.
Tomorrow? I never plan that far ahead.
Sounds like me.
But if I'm not doing anything, I'll head over tomorrow after school.
You better. Well, either way, I'll see you tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Bye.
Later. Yeah, she wanted to spend time with you.
Yeah, definitely that was a please date me thing. The rest of the evening passed fairly uneventfully. I feel wiped out after everything that happened today. There's a lot to process. It's nice to be in my own space again. Okay, so can we look at the notification thing now? Oh, a picture of my parents. They're back in Sapporo, where I grew up. They're alright as parents, I guess, but they're always busy with their work. I usually only see them a few times a year now that I'm boarding here as a student. I've gotten used to a life without them. I've been here for 4 years now, after all. But it kind of bugs me they're so distant. They pay for all my stuff, which at the Institute is very expensive, so I have to assume they actually do care in their own way. Be a lot worse. At least I'm not forced to get a job while I study. They were the ones that convinced me to come to the Institute in the first place. They said it was the best place for my education, given my abilities, and as I had always struggled at traditional schools. Growing up, I used my synesthesia as an excuse to get out of work, even though it wasn't what actually caused me to fall behind. I just found school so boring and overplayed my condition to get out of doing homework. A lot of the time, my synesthesia isn't even triggered in ways I notice. Some days barely anything triggers it, other times it happens constantly. I still don't fully understand how it works. In that sense, I guess my parents are right to send me here. Hopefully I'll be able to learn more about it through their research and my studies. Still, at times I can't help but wonder what they really think of me and my ability. Okay, skateboard?
My trusty skateboard. It's probably not the best time to ride it now.
Oh, the window is highlighted now. Ooh, it's got the city. I'm gonna let you decide how that's said.
Kakaretta City.
Kakaretta. Okay.
I don't know. Kakaretta
I like Kakaretta. That reads better.
is a thriving city known for its innovation and diversity. Originally a port built out of necessity towards the end of the Great War, it has grown faster than any other city in Japan.
Now I'm wondering when the Great War is happening. Vlad, Kakaretta City. I often like to look at...
They could just be referring to World War II still.
It's 2029 in this game. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That is kind of the language that was used to refer to the World Wars, so...
I suppose. Oh, excuse me, not the game, just tired. I often like to look out my window over the city and think how things might have been different. Ever since the Western forces lost the Great Wars of last century... Okay, yes, you're right. The city has become an intellectual refuge. It was originally built up out of necessity in the later years of the conflict as a port town for restocking and trade, as well as to house the many refugees displaced in those times. Most of those refugees... Hmm?
Western forces lost?
What?
Sorry, like... Ever since the Western forces lost the Great Wars of the last century, like... This is Japan, and it's saying the Western forces lost the Great Wars. Like, who do they mean by the Western forces in this sense?
I have no idea.
Because, like... This doesn't read like Japan lost.
Maybe it's an alternate universe?
I don't know if it's an alternative universe, or this is, like, just... incoherent writing.
A little of both, possibly.
Right?
I
Like, I'm not
know.
crazy, right?
No, you're not. I just was reading it and just sort of, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Most of those refugees were of Japanese descent, of course, though there was still a substantial amount of foreign refugees also. As a result of that heritage, not only is there a culture here that has valued the vestiges of Western history, but has become a major force of innovation and culture in its own right. It's a true melting pot of modern Japan where cultures meet and new ideas are forged. Moving here to attend the Institute was an exciting proposition I couldn't refuse, a decision years later I still have no regrets about. This strange place is truly my home now. Okay, so... Clock says I think it's time to get some sleep now. Okay, so I guess the bed?
That's usually where you sleep.
Yep, I mean sometimes I sleep on the couch and the floor. But that's enough for today, time to get some sleep. The yawn was just coincidental. Ooh, it's an Ouroboros. Okay. Ouroboros.
Ouroboros is an ancient symbol used from Greek Egyptian iconography and ancient Greek magical traditions, as well as more recently in alchemical practices. It depicts a serpent or dragon eating its own tail, a symbol of the eternal cyclic renewal, or a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The snake's skin sloughing symbolizes the transmigration of souls.
Okay. The Sapienza Alchemica, as represented by 14th century alchemical tract.
Alchemy. Alchemy is an ancient esoteric practice and precursor to modern chemistry. It attempted to purify, mature, and perfect certain materials. Of most interest to the alchemists was the creation of an elixir of immortality, which is connected to the Philosopher's Stone, an object that could transform the base form of any substance.
Cool. This image has haunted me ever since I discovered it in an old book in my grandparents' attic in the winter. It represents the unending cycles of reality, the inescapable inevitability of a snake that devours its own tail. The scales of the serpent represent the transmigration of souls, where all souls will return to the next iteration of the cycle. Something about the hopeless futility of the image struck me to my core. I couldn't help but feel sorry for the snake. Did it have a soul? Was it even aware it was devouring itself? I would go on to discover this was just one of many ancient stories depicting the serpent as the start and end of reality. Most famous among them was the serpent in the Garden of Eden, who was said to tempt Adam and Eve into falling from perfection. A trio in the garden? Where was God to be found in this story? Why didn't he intervene? Was there something to learn in this process, or were they simply doomed to fall from the beginning? Whatever the case, God wasn't found to be giving advice at the moment of the decision. I was frustrated as a child that Adam and Eve had made a choice on our behalf, and that choice had doomed the rest of us, but then I remembered Ouroboros, which is exactly the same text.
Yep.
What if the choices they made at the beginning are one and the same with the ones made at the end? What if, even given the choice at the end of the journey, we would also make the same decision? Then the choices are cyclical. The tree at the start and the tree at the end are the one and the same. Who can say where it ends or begins? I feel like this is like, you know, the whole flowchart story progression thing. It's sort of talking about itself. As much as one would like to blame Adam and Eve, they are representative of what we all have and will go on to choose. In that case, the one question remains. Is the serpent forever doomed to devour its own tail? I don't know, that one looks pretty sick of its own tail at this point. Okay, is this day 2 now? Yes, Tuesday. I'm just gonna drop a quick save, because I just need to have a quick break, if that's okay?
Sure.
Cool. Alright. Ow! I need to move, and yeah, I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Okay, I's back.
I'll come back.
Just sent me a reel. My head is muddled as I arrive to morning lectures. At night I often find it hard to sleep, though recently it's been getting worse. I always end up getting carried off in strange thoughts, or ideas that have fascinated me since my childhood. Sometimes they're just strange conspiracy theories I've heard, or other theories I make up in my own head, but these thoughts and the vivid dreams that often follow them, they're definitely getting stronger. It's got to the point where they sometimes scare me. It's not helpful me to think too much on it, though. I just end up freaking myself out for no reason. I think that's you.
Should at least try to stay positive, right?
So despite getting another terrible night's sleep, I just managed to make it on time today. That's a win.
Okay, so I have a problem with this start, by the way.
Okay.
He's talking about these dreams, and I gotta wonder, like, if these are, like, related to his powers or just, like, psychoanalysis type things. But I feel like if this institute's all it's cracked up to be, this would be, like, top of priority, like, psychoanalysis stuff that they would have for these students. Like,
Yeah.
the psychology, the psychiatry, or whatever you want to say, this would be, like, top priority in their studies of these individuals.
Like a dream journal.
Yes. Like, this would be something that would be talked about, not just, like, his existential nightmares that he's keeping to himself.
Yeah, I know, right? And it also seems like, you know, that dream about his sister dying is I mean, you know, dreams could be anything, but this does seem like something you should tell the scientists. I agree.
Or that the scientists would look into. Like, I don't know if I... Like, there's a believability factor that I'm just like, I'm lost a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please continue.
We'll continue now. 2 days in a row. I'm on a roll.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
You gotta do the whispering.
Hey, Zeke. Remind you of anyone casually walking in late like it's no big deal? She's perfect for you, man. Shut up, Jace. So much for staying positive.
I'm way too tired to hear this crap from Jace right now. I guess man isn't simply meant to be awake at this early hour. Besides, not only is she my instructor, but 2 unreliable people together would be way too much to handle. Miss Keller takes her position at the front of the room and begins the lesson.
As I said yesterday, today we are going to lay a theoretical foundation for the year. It is important you all understand the nature of your gifts. They aren't supernatural abilities, nor superpowers. As much as the media and people online like to sensationalize such things, everything in this world has a fully scientific explanation.
Excuse me, miss?
Yes?
How can we know that? Like, how through science can you explain someone knowing the future?
It's true that we still don't have full explanations for these abilities you possess, but that doesn't mean we need to rush things by reaching for a supernatural explanation. Everything can and will be explained rationally and scientifically.
And then how do you
It's
explain
really
Time
bleeding
Girl
through
over
with her
there,
voice
or
for
the
some reason.
reading people guy next to
Oh
her?
god, it's down on like 2%. Sorry, 6%. Like, that's how much volume my TV has.
Time Girl?
Okay, settle down, everyone.
That student sure is bold mouthing off like this on the second day. He's one of the newbies
Think
too.
of it this way. Zeke, you mind if I use you as an example?
No, that's fine.
Why is it always me that gets picked on for things like this? Maybe there really is a target on
Well,
me.
here's the
So
thing.
Zeke,
Like,
you said that
Oh,
object...
hang on.
there's so much already understood about synesthesia that, like, at least that has more of a natural understanding already. So like Zeke's ability doesn't seem all that implausible, whereas like the others might have less backing scientifically to understand yet. So like I think Zeke would be the perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah, exactly. Though, I think like the
there is a reach with his ability that like the objects are significant in some regard. So like
yeah.
I understand why that would be an unknown, but at least we can start from somewhere slightly scientifically understood, and and study from there.
Yeah. To be fair though, like precognition and like hyperempathy, those are scientific bases as well. Oh boy, you're really on with the self-care today. Thank you. Yeah. No, I get it. I think it's also, you're the main character of this series, mate. You're gonna get picked on.
You just know he has main character syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
So Zeke, you said that objects of significance would be highlighted with color in your vision. Is that right?
I already read those out, by the way, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have any idea how it happens? As in, is it based on information you possess or anything you're able to explain?
No, nothing like that. It happens outside of my thinking. I kind of just see things overlaid in color, and they either have been or will be important in some way.
I see. Well, here's a possible explanation for what's happening. Your brain in the visual cortex picks up on tiny little cues your conscious mind would never be aware of.
Visual cortex. The visual cortex is the portion of the brain that processes and filters visual information into higher consciousness. It is the outer layer of the occipital lobe, which is the part of the brain responsible for all visual processing.
For example, an object being in a slightly different position or a different angle to what it was earlier. Something your conscious mind filtered out as irrelevant, but your mind actually did process. The mind can then run processes in the background to link it with other information in your brain, such as little cues your conscious mind may not be aware of, or even things you've forgotten. This can be done in the background outside of your awareness, in the same way your mind regulates all kinds of bodily functions with precision, without you putting in any effort at all. The mind is far more capable than we can imagine. It then sends that deduction as a visual cue back to your conscious mind, thus the color you experience with your synesthesia.
Wow, I've never thought of it like that before. Did she really just come up with all that on the spot?
But miss, you can't prove that. That's just speculation.
You're right.
You're an
It's
idiot.
speculation
Yeah, I
based
know,
on
right?
reason. It's much more plausible than invoking the supernatural.
Then what about some of the other gifts? They aren't so easily explained.
Well, Take Isla, for example, since you mentioned her before. Isla, you said you could preempt events occurring by about 5 to 10 seconds, correct?
That's right.
There are all sorts of things the brain may pick up on to explain that. A shift in light, a smell, the breeze on the skin, little tiny cues that your subconscious mind puts together to send a warning that something is about to happen.
What she's saying makes a lot of sense, and it could explain Jace's ability too. Could be subconsciously picking up on the tiniest of body language cues to be able to tell what people's emotions and motives are.
Are you saying we don't have special abilities at all? That we are just a little better at picking up on things?
No, I didn't say that. Not at all.
Get out!
You do all have incredibly unique abilities, even if my theory is correct.
Yeah, I think it is kind
You
of
all
like
exhibit
it's not that
incredibly
special.
unique cognitive abilities.
Like
Your
you just are
minds seem
better
to
at
be
picking up on the
hyper-connected.
cues
You're able
of
to
your body at the
automatically
moment.
process information that gives you extra
Congratulations.
perceptions over what other people have. In that way, all of your abilities could be considered a form of synesthesia. Your senses are crossing over each other in a way that gives you new information to utilize. This could be the next step of evolution. You could hold the secrets to unlocking the potential of the human mind in ways we never thought possible.
I don't know if it's more creepy if it was pointing at you. The pointing away is just extremely amusing to me.
I feel like what it is that it's she's trying to point to the board in a way, like it's almost meant to look like she's lecturing, but because the stuff on the board just looks kind of vaguely mathematic,
Yeah.
and it sounds more like she's just lecturing like freeform, that it does just look like get out.
Yeah, I
It
thought,
doesn't
yeah, she
have
was
that-
maybe trying to point at the students, but yeah, it's just like, get out!
And I'm interpreting it as like pointing at the board, but like the angle does not help.
No, it really doesn't. It's dead silent in the room as our instructor allows the silence to linger. It's probably her way of adding dramatic tension to her revelation.
Is this the consensus view of what is happening with us?
Oh?
Looks like she's impressed by the question. Jace is pretty smart after all.
What do others within the Institute believe?
No, it isn't the consensus. There is no consensus yet of any form. There are quite a few competing theories, and some pretty crackpot theories among them. Even with the scientists here at the Institute, we differ greatly in our opinions. It's far from settled. Even so, out of the available theories, this one I believe is by far the most logical and coherent. There is still much for us to discover, though, as you'll learn throughout the year. Oh, this must be her now.
Miss Keller opens the door and leads in a young girl, I'm gonna guess purple hair, who stands at the front to face the class. Hey,
Wait.
it's Crumply.
That milkshake girl?
Damn it, I just blurted that out in front of everyone. I look like such an ass. Now everyone's staring at me.
Dude, what are you doing?
Shut up, Jace.
Zeke.
Sorry, miss. It was an accident.
This is so awkward. Why wasn't the invisibility my special ability? Because it's... that's not how it
We're
works.
not
Next time,
super
keep the
powers.
comments.
We're just
Yes.
slightly more advanced ability.
Slightly more intuitive.
Next time, keep the comments to yourself.
Yes, miss.
So anyway, as I was about to say, today we have another new student joining us. She would have been here yesterday, but she has had a few troubles in her relocation. Why don't you introduce yourself to the class?
Okay.
We already know her name because we have precognition. I'm guessing it
Eris.
is Eris.
A recent
My name
transfer
is Eris
student
Lucine.
to the Huntley Institute, having traveled to learn the truths behind her ability. Age 19, height 5'6", SCP question mark.
I love that. it's almost as good as ... when we were ... dotting that entire visual novel.
Was that our dinosaur dating?
Yeah, the high school raptor romance or whatever it was.
It's a privilege to be joining you all.
That was just, yeah.
Thanks, Eris. Also, yesterday all the students shared their special abilities with one another. Would you like to share yours with the class?
Well, sorry, miss. I'd prefer not to.
She looks really uncomfortable right now. Now I feel even worse. This whole introduction has been so awkward. I'm probably to blame for that. I probably put her off. Now everyone's staring at her.
That's okay. Another time, perhaps. Take a seat. All right. Let's continue where we left off. We will have to leave it there for today. We didn't get time to look at those R values for you continuing students. We will do that next lesson. Thanks, everyone. Class dismissed.
What is an R value? We still don't know what that is.
Well, they said it was like a measure of your performance in a sense, like how good you are with your ability.
I guess.
So like, but it's vague because like, how do you tell that it improved or you're doing better or something like?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. After leaving the lecture room and entering the hallway, I have a twinge of guilt about Milkshake Girl. Stop calling her Milkshake Girl! We know her name now. There's no excuse. What was I thinking? Should I apologize to her? Maybe it's just better to ignore it and act like nothing ever happened.
Apologize.
Yeah. As much as I want to pretend it never happened, I should probably apologize to her. It's the first day after all, and that was the last thing she needed. Catching up to her in the hallway, I call out to get her attention.
Hey, Eris.
She turns towards me at my call, though our eyes seem distant.
Yes?
Sorry about the Milkshake Girl thing.
Huh?
She doesn't seem very interested in me right now. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Why did she do that?
Do what?
What was she thinking? Asking me to tell the whole class?
She seems to be muttering to herself more than trying to speak to me. Looks like she's finally noticed I'm here.
What do you want?
I guess she's a bit spacey.
I was just apologizing for what I blurted out to the class earlier.
That's fine. I don't care about that.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
What do I say next? She's just staring at me now.
Did you tell everyone?
Huh? Tell everyone what?
About your ability.
Oh, that, yeah, everyone did.
I see.
She sure does seem upset about it.
You don't like to tell people?
I don't want to talk about it. I'd better get to my next class.
Oh, alright, see ya.
And just like that, she leaves. I wonder what's going on with her. Better get going too. The rest of the classes were uneventful, but I got through them without any more embarrassments, at least. Wonder what I should do now. Maybe we should sit on that damn bench. There's a bench. I wonder why my synesthesia is lighting up all over it, though. The Institute. There's no point heading back. Okay, so Main Street. The arcade, right? Ah, now we have a choice. Cafe or arcade? Do we have the flowchart yet? Ooh, hello. Okay, so we've got story and explore, choice +1, depending on choice. So it's not splitting it yet. Pan. So at the moment it's fairly linear. The choices just seem to affect. I'm going to go with +1 purple is Eris and +1 red is Isla.
Yeah, looks like it's a romance choice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drop another save because, you know, why not? Okay, so what do we think? Arcade? She seemed really upset we didn't want to go to the arcade yesterday.
Yeah, I want to go to the arcade because, like, I don't know, my
Same.
personal interest, Isla, like.
I have no preference, so I'm just gonna go with what you think, but I also, arcade seemed, we haven't seen it yet. Pan! man, put your pants back on. Streak messages do
Damn.
not show up
You know
in shared
what?
chat.
That sounds like a great idea, Pan.
No, the stream is supposed to be safe for
I couldn't
humans.
see it because, like, that's a message under a streak notification. It doesn't appear in my chat.
I know, that's annoying that does not appear, but it's kind of funny.
And I'm just thinking, like, I could actually pull it off because, like, I'm not visible from, like, the waist down.
Neither am I, but I'm still gonna wear pants.
I will because it's a little colder down here. Like, I'm in the basement, so, like, the temperature's cold, so, like, pants, yes. But, you know, yeah.
I mean, I'm English, so pants is underwear.
Well, I'm not. Pants is what I wear over my underwear.
Cold is a good reason not to. You're overheating. Oh no, I'm sorry you're overheating. I overheated a little bit on Wednesday on my way to the co-working space, but that was because I got lost. Otherwise, I would have been perfectly fine, but I got lost and therefore was late, which I hate. So that was... I didn't overheat as much as I have done in the past. So I'm wondering if my medication's helping with that, because usually I could be outside in freezing temps and be too hot. Exactly. That's me. It's, you know, it's like 10 degrees outside, I'm wearing a t-shirt. I mean, who are we to judge? Because usually I overheat when I move, but I don't know. I have been moving quite a lot because my Fitbit's been going, yeah, push yourself, and I'm like, no, I'm tired. But yeah, maybe my new meds are helping with the overheating thing, which would be nice. That is a nice side effect. I hate overheating. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been here. This is Gus's Arcade. And look, the apostrophe's in the right place.
No, I usually thought if it was a one person, like, specific to one person, then it would be with the S afterwards. That's how I always learned it. For a singular individual.
Okay. The apostrophe's in the right place, but it's missing an S then. I don't know, I think...
my interpretation of how I understand English grammar, but...
Yeah. I'll
Gus's
I'll
Arcade
go
was
with,
first
yeah.
opened in the early 80s, and despite financial hardships over the years, has managed to stay open by the close support of the local community and the dedication of its owner, Gus.
Well, I think the owner probably is dedicated to keeping the damn place open, wouldn't you?
I would hope.
Yeah. Jason and I came here a few times back in senior school, but I was never particularly great at these kind of games, so I got bored of them pretty quickly.
Okay, I just have one problem. I can see why Gus might be having trouble keeping his arcade open. In the back half there, I see 3 machines all labeled Street Fighter 2. Right next to, on the right side of the screen, is a 4th cabinet labeled Street Fighter 2.
I'm gonna go with those ones that are at an angle are also probably Street Fighter 2.
Right. They look very similar. I
They
think the thing is that the red machine in the back left appears to have, is that a Street Fighter character possibly on it? Like, dude, Gus, I think you have a little bit too much Street Fighter 2 going on in here, buddy.
That's a vending machine.
Not to mention the fact that, I'm sorry, but I don't know if you have the rights to be able to say, like, can you put Street Fighter 2 in your game like that? That's just like a named thing?
I think it's fair use. Potentially, because, you know, we're not trying to make money off the name of it. We didn't know Street Fighter 2 was going to be mentioned in this game. It's not, you know, parodying it. It's like, it's a game that exists in this world that exists in our world. I think it's fair use.
I guess I'm just used to the idea that, like, when you see that kind of thing, it's like, they always give it a parody name.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's obvious what they're referencing, but it's never the name itself. Like, anytime I read, like, any manga, there's always, like, they do it with everything in the manga industry of, like, we will not call the thing it is.
Yes.
Like, even like social messaging apps, they will not call it by the normal name they call it by. It'll be like some cheeky little variation. Like if you watch anime, they always have like a McDonald's variant in those shows because they just never call it McDonald's. Like,
yeah, it's like an upside down M.
it's almost always a W.
Yeah. So I think, you know, I was going to say, not 100%, but yeah. I think it's sort of okay.
Right, I am no
but
expert
not.
on copyright and that kind of stuff. It's just interesting to me to notice that it says actually Street Fighter 2, and like the side of the cabinet on the right, it looks like that's Ryu.
I mean, it's unlikely that they'd get like DMCA'd for this sort of thing. Maybe we will for having it on the screen too long, but never mind.
I mean, that would have killed us for all the other games we've streamed.
Yeah.
And actually, I'd be in the most danger by that logic compared to you. I'm streaming technically what is roughly a ROM hack.
Yeah, yeah.
Not as bad as when I've seen people stream the Metroid stuff that Nintendo actually did go after.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Dama's channel did one of those, the specific one that got like taken down a bunch.
Interesting.
And I remember mentioning to them, I was like, yeah, be careful because like Nintendo's been really over the top about some of this crap.
I mean, it copyright reasonable.
Well,
You
and
know.
they've actually gotten even more extreme in some regards because like the fighting game community, they have like their Evo tournaments, and I think they'd said like this past year or this year or next year, like they weren't going to feature certain Nintendo games because like Nintendo got really like was starting to get litigious about the idea of them having like Smash Bros at it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, you have to get like some kind of contract to have this at your competition, and it's like, what? So
Interesting.
it is a very complicated waters to wade into.
Yes. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, indeed.
Sorry, completely sidetracked.
Yeah, wait, what's going on there? Over there. Where did this crowd come from?
I'm almost there.
They're gathered around Isla. What's she doing? Some
And
of them
she's
are
got
even-
gloves.
Yeah.
Serious
Some
hardcore gamer here.
Virtual reality thing, maybe? Some of
No,
them are-
I think this is because she said Street Fighter. I thought was her thing.
Yeah. Could be virtual reality Street Fighter. Couldn't it? I don't know. Some of them are even chanting her
You
name.
can do it, Queen Eye!
Queen Eye. Queen Eye or Queen Eye? Oh, Eye is an Isla. Oh my gosh, yeah. That is sure creepy. When did my stalker become so popular? The stalker becomes the stalked, I suppose. Karma is finally vindicating my plight.
Just a few more.
I mean, haha joke, but like, I think it's pretty obvious why she would be popular.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god. There's a woman playing games! She's immersed in a game where the aim is to take out a bunch of furries with a throw. It says furries, right, not furies.
I think it is furries.
Okay, kind of like whack-a-mole but with a ball. What a weird game. Gotta admit though, she's really good at it.
Come on.
With one final heave, she catapults the last ball right into the path of the remaining I don't think they meant furries like that. I think they meant furry creatures, Um,
Yeah.
It's not the same thing!
Got it.
Yay! The machine's flashing with bright lights. New record. Guess she did pretty good. Everyone seems pretty excited about it, given they're all crowding her now. It won't interrupt her moment. I'll just wait until it dies down. After a while, the small crowd dissipates and the star herself emerges.
Huh? Zeke? You actually came. How long have you been here for?
Not too long. I just caught the end of that last game. Congrats on the record.
Thanks.
Since when did you become the queen of this place? And how did you get so good? Looks like you've been keeping some secrets.
I haven't really.
Huh?
Well, to answer your question, I've been coming most afternoons to practice. I've
Your
just started
run
my
to the
run to
top?
the top. Yeah, it's my goal to be the first to hold every record on every game here, simultaneously.
You have to hold it simultaneously on 4 different Street Fighter machines?
I don't know. Maybe they're all networked.
That's quite the goal. It looks like you've already amassed a fan club for it.
Yeah, most of the records here were held by a single person. They have stood for years. He was a legend around here. Nobody was able to beat them. Most thought they'd never be beaten. That was until I came along.
So now you're like their King Arthur or something? The only one who can lift the sword, or in this case, beat those long-standing records?
Something like that.
I guess that explains what makes beating these records so exciting.
With Isla's ability to anticipate the near future, she would have a huge advantage in these games. I mean, yes, but also... That's mean!
I mean, well, it's actually really interesting. Like, if her R score was going up, like, this would be a great way to hone her R score.
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
fine. The next sentence
That's
stops.
actually real.
Yeah.
Like, if she's actually taking a very active approach to trying to understand and better utilize her ability, like, this would be the perfect way to do it. Like,
Yeah.
because most of these games, arcade games especially, aren't deterministic.
What do you mean by that?
Like, there's a randomness to them that normal people shouldn't know what's about to happen for sure. But if she has a little bit of precognition, like, if it's precognition and not necessarily just being able to pick up on cues like the instructor said,
Yeah.
like, you can go the naturalistic route of she can pick up on the wind or the temperature or little things like that.
Mm.
And I think that's really a good explanation of giving it naturalistic. But if
Yeah.
she is using this for, like, if her ability and honing it here, I don't know what she could pick up on to notice what's about to happen necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But I was pissed at what he said.
I get where you're at.
Yeah, but then
I
the
get where
next
you're at. It's
sentence
just like,
it vindicates him, because he says even with that advantage, she still needs to practice a lot to develop the right techniques to get each record. Because yeah, arcade games are freaking tricky. Even knowing what's going to happen. I mean, you and Zelda, you know what's going to happen. You know, when you're doing those, like the NMG speedrun things. It's like things, you know exactly where everything is and what's going to happen. But it still takes skill to then be able to shave off milliseconds to get better times. So knowing what's going to happen is an advantage, but it's not the only... Yeah, because, yes, you have huge skill on those things. And, you know, it may take another 8 years, but eventually I'll try and remember the names of the places. In that last game, she needed to have impressive throwing skills to hit the fairies. Stop calling them fairies! Knowing where they would pop up is a big advantage, but not nearly enough to beat the record on its own. If I'm being truthful, I'm a little impressed. I guess she has been hiding a few surprises after all.
what are you doing now?
Nothing. I'm done here for the day, though. I'll probably just head on home.
All right, I'll walk you back then.
Okay.
We began walking back together down our usual path, bathed in the warm afternoon light, sometimes talking about mundane things, other times enjoying our comfortable silence. Isla, Jace and I have grown quite close as we spent our later years of middle school as well as all of our senior school together at the Institute. We got along well enough with the other students, but mostly kept to our little trio through those years. To me, they are my family. Aww. For Isla, though, it's a bit different. She's the only one of our trio who lives here with a family. Most of the students board at the nearby student accommodation like us, so she is an outlier. And it's an expensive area, and the Institute takes gifted students from all over the country, so it's natural that most wouldn't live nearby with their families. Isla lives on the top, towards the top of Sharp's Point, a raised headland point that overlooks the sea on one side and the city on the other. Sharp's Point. Jesse, you have to read the box.
Which one are we on?
Sharp's Point. It's the first blue thing you come along. I'm waiting in the blue thing.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, it blended right into her face. Sharp's Point is a raised headland point that overlooks the sea on one side and the city on the other. Isla's house is situated towards the top of the point and boasts a stunning view over the city.
The house and outlook are amazing, and her family are really nice too. She's got everything, really. It's you now.
Here we are.
Thanks for walking me back. It's been a while. I kinda missed it.
Yeah. Well, I had to make sure you really did make it back. Otherwise, I'd be worried you'd stalk me back home after the arcade.
Hey, that's not very nice.
Yeah, she doesn't.
But now I don't need to worry about that. So as you can see, I actually did all this for my own benefit.
Sure. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching me play. On the weekend, I'm planning on
Why
continuing
didn't you
my
leave
run.
school together
If you're
to
free, you should come
I
down.
don't know.
the arcade?
Different classes, maybe?
I guess.
More like college now? She did not look very comfortable at being called a stalker again. That was not a comfortable face.
I don't think I've got anything on. I'll ask Jason. We both might come.
That'd be great. Anyway, I'd better head inside. Dinner will be ready soon. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Isla skips along through the entrance into her home. It's like to live in a nice house surrounded by such a nice family. ... No point giving that too much thought. Whoa! Some shit's glowing. Right. Okay, so we've got a door, the sky, and I don't know, whatever it is on the over on the right. What do you want? What do you think? Sky first? Yeah. Ooh. In the sky, I can see multicolored bands stretching out from the city. It's a phenomenon in my synesthesia, as I've asked others and no one else can see it. It's not always there, though. I noticed it for the first time around a year ago, and the colours appear to be growing ever brighter. The light's a little like the haze of a city, and that whilst you are amongst it, you can't see it, but looking from a distance, it becomes immediately obvious. Normally, only particular objects or important places trigger my synesthesia, so when I started to see this radiating out of the whole city, it had me worried. Even now, I still have no idea what it means. I don't know if it means something will happen to the city soon, if it signifies something about the city for me personally, or if it just means nothing at all and my synesthesia is glitching out on itself. Whatever these streaks are, they're highly unusual and weirds me out when I look at them.
Synesthesia streaks. As an unusual phenomenon of Zeke's synesthesia, he sees multicolored bands streaking out from the city. They can only be seen from a distance, and he has confirmed they can't be seen by anyone other than himself.
Okay. Oh, now we've got an exit. Okay, so we should look at the house
Isla's
door.
house?
Yeah. That's Isla's home. I wonder what it's like to live... Oh, God. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what he said before. That road leads down to Wharfside. It's not the time to head now. No, you know what I mean. Words.
Yep.
Main Street. Well, that's enough for today. It's time to head back home. Oh, I need to stretch my leg because I've had my knee and wonky and... Ow! Damn it, I'm running late. Can't give Jace any more ammunition against me. It's only the third day. Ooh! There's a pink-haired person. Excuse me.
The bench was significant.
Yep. I think I'll make it. Only just though. I better catch my breath before I head inside or it'll look even worse. Sorry. Tickled me.
Huh?
Who's that girl? And is it just in my head or was she watching me? She's looking away now. I've never seen her before, but she's wearing the Institute's student uniform. Given that in
Why aren't
senior
you wearing the Institute's student uniform?
Excuse me,
Why
given
is
that in
nobody else
senior
wearing the student
school,
uniform?
you have to wear the uniform, but once you hit college level, you can wear what you want. That must mean she's a little younger than me.
Okay.
Impatient.
Sorry, my head's like, boom.
I was thinking the same thing though, so, you know. Based on her look, she mustn't be much younger. Time to figure out what her deal is.
Are you okay?
She pucks up as I speak, as if I've shocked her out of a daze. Did she not see me walk right up to her?
What do you mean?
You were just staring at me, weren't you? There's gotta be a reason.
Oh, I'm watching the threads.
She's speaking in a really spaced out manner, only 7 words at a time in monotone voice before suddenly continuing again. A bit like a glitch in a live stream where the sound cuts in and out, apart from the fact that she's the real deal in front of me. She might have a speech condition or something else going on.
I don't think it's you.
It's not me? The threads? What are you talking about?
Oh, this sure is strange. Wait, what am I doing? I'm running late!
Sorry, I gotta go. Next time, tell me more about your threads.
That sounded strange.
Anyway, gotta go. See ya. Like, is Threads of
Zeke,
Destiny
you're
or
late.
something like?
I don't know. But yeah, see the
That's
wrinkled
usually what
clothes?
people refer to as like the red thread or whatever.
I mean, sometimes, like, I've read comics where, like, a red string connects soulmates.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
I'm wondering more, like, you know, Greek mythology with the loom and the 3... witches, hags, probably something derogatory towards women, that control the threads of fate. They're golden. They try and cut Hercules as one in the cartoon, and it's, you know, it goes gold. Maybe it's something like that, where it's like a web type situation. I don't know, I've read a lot of books with a sort of thread.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like the red thread of like destiny, of like, you know, destined people for each other or stuff like that. That's the one I usually think of, but you're right
for
on that
me-
always being a very consistent mythology.
Yeah, more threads of life in my head, and sort of like a there's also one that I was reading that was like magic. It's called Woven, a webcomic called Woven, where there's a blind girl that can see the threads of the world, and, you know, weaving them together basically does magic. And there's different colored threads depending on whether it's like elements or people, and things like that. So it's very fascinating. There's dragons in it as well, so, you know. But anyway, we're late.
Sorry, I'm just approving commentary people for today.
All good?
Sorry, miss.
It's okay. You've made it just in time for the most important part.
R levels!
We were just about to go over your R values from last year.
Damn it, I should have skipped the whole class.
Well, if it isn't the cut a chase.
He loves this. I can't even hide my emotions from him either. What a nuisance.
Okay, let's begin going over the R values of our continuing students. For you new students, I will start with an explanation of what they are.
Thank
This
you.
year, You will also be required to have your R values tested, so make sure you listen carefully, as in future you will all be included in this.
I just noticed the new girl is next to me on the other side to Jace. She doesn't seem too enthusiastic about being here. Miss Culler then turns to address the class as she begins her explanation on our scans.
Let's begin then. R values are a number we assign you that describes how well you resonate with your unique ability. The greatest R value you could have is 1. An R value of 1 would indicate your brain patterns are perfectly harmonized with your ability. Though I should say an R value of 1 is impossible in the real world. This means all of your R values are going to be a decimal number under 1, with the goal being to get as close as possible to 1.
I mean, I know that makes sense from a scientific point of view, but could they not just, like, multiply it by 100 or something?
Part of what we are trying to research here is how much you students can increase the harmonization with your ability, and what techniques there are that can cause it to
I mean, by
increase.
saying that they can already, like, measure this, it already removes some of the supernatural qualities that dipshit student A asked in the previous day.
You really didn't like Student A, did you?
No, because he was a little, like, he was a turd.
Yeah,
Well,
agreed. Agreed.
So, like,
Theoretically,
the fact
the
that, like,
part of what we are
she's
trying to
explaining
research
this R value thing
is
is
how
like
much
some
you
way of
students can
measuring
increase the
brain waves
harmonization
and
with your
brain
ability,
states to know,
and what
you know, how well you
techniques there are
synchronize
that
with your
can cause
ability.
it
It's
to
like,
increase.
oh, okay, so it's not just some gobbledygook. You can actually measure this stuff too. Like, this
Exactly.
isn't supernatural. This is very actually in the realm of science and measurement
Yeah.
and
Theoretically,
understanding.
the higher your R value goes, the better you should be at harnessing and using your abilities.
Agreed.
Miss, what does the R stand for?
R value stands for resonance value.
See,
We're looking
student
to
A.
see how well your conscious brain is able to resonate with and utilize your innate ability.
I think Student A is meant to stand in for the sort of the person
lore
playing the, well, possibly the person playing the game that's like, well, what is a thingy? So then, yeah, the character gets to do the lore dump. R value.
R value is short for resonance value. The higher the R value, the greater the strength of the ability. R values are a decimal value under 1. An R value of 1 would represent perfect resonance, while 0 would represent no resonance or ability. In reality, an R value of 1 is thought to be impossible, as an R value higher than 0.5 has never been observed.
That doesn't make it impossible.
Think of it as learning to become harmonious with your abilities.
Harmonious? Isn't it just about how hard we train to use them?
No, remember, your abilities spring from the subconscious level. In some sense, they have come to you outside of your control. Your conscious mind is likely to get in the way if you think too hard, so normal training methods may just make things worse.
See, here's the thing,
It's
like,
the wrong part of the
in
mind
the
for
context
job,
with
after
Isla
all.
and the gaming, like, to me, like, that just sounds like a flow state.
Yeah.
Like, you play like a rhythm game and you're not thinking, and it's just like you can just kind of play and it goes. You just get into this go state where it doesn't matter, like you're just responding and you're not thinking.
I understand the concept.
Like, I don't think of it always in terms of rhythm games. Like, I've thought of it in terms of, like, when I play Hollow Knight, like, that's when I would think of it, is like you get into this state where you're just like, I don't have to necessarily observe, like, closely or think hard about what I'm doing. It's just I naturally can do the thing I'm supposed to be doing and I don't have to think about it.
I mean, you know, you don't have to show off.
No, but
you're good
like,
at
I think
games.
that's,
We
like,
get
you
it.
But, like, that's the thing, is like the whole comparison is like her mentioning the conscious mind.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. At least
Yes.
in that context.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's the subconscious mind that does the pattern matching and recognizing and picking up on things, and surfacing that to the conscious mind. You know, it's why people who have experienced a lot of trauma get really good at anticipating, you know, how other people are going to react to things. You know, honestly, Isla's whole ability could be explained by trauma. Same with Jace's, to be fair. In fact, it's probably likely that all of them have some kind of trauma. I mean, based on the fact that the main character watched his sister get squashed by some sort of vehicle.
About squash, but something.
I was going with something that was palatable to say.
I don't know, squash sounds less palatable to me. A child going squish.
There was blood
Not
and a
that
bow.
the idea of getting mauled by a car sounds great either, but
I mean, squashed. I just went with squashed. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm unsure of how I would describe it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with squashed.
That's
Get
why
out.
we use terms like resonance and harmonize. We want to see if there is a mental state one can enter that may enhance one's R value. It's not really the same as training. At least, it's not the word I'd use to describe it.
You want meditation there, probably. That explains their approach. Over the break, they gave us all these weird meditation-like exercises related to our abilities to see if it improve our values. I doubt I'm gonna have any improvement, though.
Okay, we're going to go through and test the R values of our continuing students. The rest...
I accidentally hit the thing. Don't skip. Go back, and then...
Okay,
take that out again.
we're going to go through and test the R values of our continuing students. The rest of you can watch on. You will join us in our next round.
My knee accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Is this something we're all going to have to do in front of everyone?
Yes, I want us to learn to be comfortable sharing this information with one another. Again, this is a safe place, and becoming at peace with your abilities may help increase your resonance. It may be uncomfortable doing this in front of everyone, but I feel this is something we all need to push past. Consider it part of your learning.
So are you comfortable with getting your brain?
Okay, let's get started.
Hang on, I got behind because my knee did a thing. Am I comfortable with having my brain scanned? No. In front of everybody? Definitely not. You know.
What?
Miss Keller goes through all the students, inviting them up to the strange-looking brain scanner situated at the front of the room. Where's the brain scanner in this picture? Because I see, you know, TV screens.
Joe, we cannot have multiple versions of the same scene ever used. These are, you know, you gotta have minimal stuff. Like, you can't have everything.
Most of them have quite low values, but they've all shown a slight improvement from their earlier readings. Much, but it's something. Looks like we're going to be the last in class to be called up again, although it's no surprise as we always position ourselves at the back of the
Isla,
room.
come up. It's your turn.
She seems pretty calm as she takes her position at the front of the room.
So, your last R value scanned at the end of last year was 0.165, which is pretty high.
It's like 16.5%.
We're about to commence the scan. Clear your mind and enter the state you've been practicing to enhance your gift.
Isla seems tranquil, yet present as the scan is in progress. What is scanning? She's just standing there.
The scan is complete. Your R value is showing up now at 0.193. That's the largest increase of anyone in the class so far.
Well done, Isla.
Congratulations. You may take your seat.
Maybe mine's gone
The
down.
gaming helped.
Yeah, the gaming definitely helped. She seems pretty happy with herself. Can't blame her for
Jace,
that.
come forward. It's your turn.
Jace swiftly arrives at the front of the room. Like Isla, he seems quite calm as he stands under the scanner. Oh, the scanner's in the ceiling.
Jace, your initial R value was 0.143. It's now showing as 0.151. Great work.
No, I don't know. Maybe the whole room is a big scanner. As Jace sits down, I get up, preempting Miss Keller's call for me to come to the front. Just want to get this over with.
Okay, wow. Zeke, I can see here you've the highest R value seen at this institute. It's 0.412.
Oh. Did she have to say it like that in front of the whole class? It's just going to make it worse.
Let's see.
I step under the scanner, waiting for the chime so I can get the bad news over with.
Well,
It's gonna
Zeke,
be over 0.5.
it seems your R value hasn't changed. It's still at
Oh,
0.412.
it's still the same.
I was expecting it to go down, so, you know. She begins to flip through her papers with quizzical eyes, and here it
In
comes.
fact, it looks like your R value hasn't ever changed, even from when you first started school here over 4 years ago.
And there it is now. Now everyone in the class knows. It may have the highest R value in the Institute, and by a bit of margin. However, unlike everyone else, mine isn't improving at all. No matter what I try and what I do, mine stays fixed at 0.412. That rhymed!
I don't know why that's a bad thing. Like, I don't know.
Everyone else is improving while I just feel stuck. In fact, I'm the only one who's never shown an improvement at all. It's embarrassing.
It's okay. Don't worry about it, Zeke. That's why you're here. We'll figure out what's going on. Take a seat.
That's what every instructor has said to me every year. She's just trying to make me feel better. Reality is, it isn't going to change.
That's time. See you all next lesson. Class dismissed.
Another day down. Huh?
Hey,
It's a new girl. Eris. Looks like she wants to speak to me about something.
Yes? What is it?
well,
You know, when you stop someone to speak with them, you have to be the one to start up the conversation.
Oops, she doesn't look too happy with that comment. Guess I'll just stand here and wait for her to find her words. ...
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, 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 dot. This is weird.
doesn't it bother you?
Does what bother me?
The way they talk about our abilities in front of everyone.
You mean like our test subjects? Yeah, that's right. Yesterday, Eris refused to tell everyone about her ability, and she still hasn't had her R value tested yet.
It just isn't right. The way they herded you up like cattle and exposed you all like that, as if you're just some number. It's wrong.
Eris can't help but blur out in raw emotion, her voice vulnerable in a way I haven't heard before.
Can't say I like it either. It was kind of embarrassing being up there given my R value has never increased.
That made me so angry.
Yeah.
The way she treated you like that.
She seems pretty agitated a lot of the time, but it's nice of her to feel that way on my behalf.
Why are you here at the Institute then if you hate our abilities being exposed like this?
It's complicated.
I see.
I see.
I see. She looks upset, perhaps conflicted about something. Be easy being a new student and not knowing anyone and not having any friends and then be put in this position. So I guess this makes this my moment. What? This is my moment. What? I think I read that wrong. Hang on. So I guess that makes this is my... No, I didn't.
You read it right.
I don't know what the sentence is supposed to say. You go next.
Only one thing to do then.
Huh?
Come on then, let's go. It's time to cheer you up.
What?
It took a bit of convincing, but I managed to drag her out here. The waitress sets down 2 milkshakes before us as Eris, without hesitation, brings the straw of hers to her lips. Slurp. She's not even trying to hide it. Looks like that milkshake is about to treat.
Good. Good? Feeling a little bit better?
It's okay, I guess.
Liar. Sorry, I
No,
got
no.
the first word right.
Carry on. Carry on.
You're loving it. So you missed the first day. The instructor said it was because of complications in your relocation? Sounds like it's been a pretty rough landing.
Yeah, it has been.
You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to.
She looks at me with hardened eyes as if she's weighing up if she can trust me.
It's no skin off my back if you don't want to tell me why you're here. We can just sit in silence while we drink these milkshakes.
I'm here because I have no choice.
No choice?
Yeah. My parents.
I see.
I see. Doesn't look like she wants to say any more for the time being. Better leave it at that.
Then, when I arrived, there was an issue with the bank card they sent me here with. The idiots.
This looks like a whole can of worms I don't want to open up right now.
I couldn't even check into my accommodation without paying, and the bank account wasn't working. I had nothing but a small amount of change in my pocket.
It got sorted in the end?
Eventually. They're touring Europe at the moment, so I couldn't even get hold of them when I needed to.
That would certainly suck, being sent to a new town by yourself, no money, no accommodation, and unable to contact your parents. That sucks at any age. Wait, she had nothing but some change in her pocket? Was that when I bumped into her and knocked the milkshake out of her hand? I said that was probably that she was broke. Was that milkshake her last-ditch effort to try and cheer herself up when she had nothing and nowhere to go?
You were a good guy who bought her a milkshake. That was the right thing to do, buddy.
It was. Ah, crap. I feel so bad now.
I convinced my accommodation to contact
But you
the
made up for it.
institute.
It's okay. There's
Based
no
on
harm,
their
no foul.
word, they let me check in
Exactly.
and pay later. I just got the word and was on my way back when I bumped into you that day.
I see. I definitely feel bad now.
Sorry, that was the last thing you needed at the moment, having that milkshake spilled everywhere.
It's fine. It was my fault, I guess. I finally got in contact with my parents yesterday morning and got it all sorted out with the bank. That's why I was late to class.
That's good. At least it got sorted in the end.
I guess so.
So you're not from around here, then, I take it? Do you know anyone from this town?
No, not really.
Then we'll have to change that.
I declare with an overly enthusiastic and dramatic tone. It's my job to get her out of this stink.
Milkshake girl, come hang out with me and my friends this weekend.
Huh?
Oops, guess I came on a little too strong. She almost seems scared. Let's rein it back just a little.
We're going to the arcade on Saturday to cheer on Isla as she continues her record-breaking run. Come, it'll be a great place to meet people. What is it?
If you want me to come, it'll be only on one condition.
If I wanted to come? I'm not trying to help
If
her
I
out
want
here.
her to come.
Oh, okay. Okay. If I want her to come, I'm the one trying to help her out here.
Which is...
Eris abruptly leaps up to her feet and leaning over the table declared... No, Del cares with a stinging voice.
Stop calling me Milkshake Girl.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, that was going to be my guess as to what her condition was. Yeah, stop calling me Milkshake Girl. Oh, we got a different view. Oh, no, this is the living room. It's getting quite late on an unproductive evening. I know I should have been working on my meditation exercises for increasing my R value, but I've been feeling way too lazy to act on that knowledge. And also, I imagine that whatever you've tried hasn't worked, so what's the point?
Well, you know, with maturity, the meditations might be more effective. Like, if he's been doing these meditations since, like, high school, maybe meditations are just, like, ineffective because you can't grasp, like, when you're younger, I don't think you can grasp necessarily the value in some of these things. And, like, maybe with age comes wisdom.
Or maybe with neurodivergent comes an inability to actually meditate because it's never quiet in there. The brain is always busy. Yeah, no. Oh, it's about time he came back. I was wondering what he was up
Hey,
to.
you been waiting around for me?
Just bumming around, really. What have you been doing? I don't trust you,
Nothing.
Jace.
Hmm.
Nothing? Sounds suspicious. Even the music's a little sus.
Yeah. ... Jace remains quiet, his body somewhat more stiff than usual. This isn't normal behavior for him at all.
What's up? Did something happen?
No, nothing happened.
Then what's with the face?
I just don't trust them.
Trust who?
The instructors, and this new one in particular.
Right, he said something like this the other day too.
What are you picking up on?
Like I said the other day, I sense some conflict in Miss Keller. I've always felt something similar in the staff around the Institute, and also with our past instructors. I just always chalked it up to our instructors being more interested in their research, but the longer I've been here, the more that doesn't fit what I'm sensing.
Jay speaks in a very matter-of-fact way, but I can tell he's holding back a torrent of anxiety behind his words. Wait, I thought Jace was the one that could detect emotions.
I'm feeling it now from Ms. Keller in a particularly strong way, too.
I don't know, they all seem normal enough to me. You think there's something we should be worried about? What do you suspect?
I don't suspect anything in particular, I just know when something's up. What that is, or if it has anything to do with us, that I don't know.
Seems like a pretty vague suspicion. Still, Jace has got very good at knowing when to trust his ability.
The whole tone of the staff is shifting. It's a feeling I can't really explain. It's something that's always been there, but it's getting stronger.
So where were you just now, then?
Just snooping around near the Institute for clues.
What? At this time of night, you'd get in huge trouble if you were caught.
I didn't actually go in. I was just asking around to get more info on him.
More info on them?
Yeah, but I didn't have any luck. Nobody around seems to know more than the typical stuff we're told by the instructors anyway. Don't worry too much about it. It could be nothing in the end. Just keep an eye out for anything strange and let me know if you notice anything.
Jace's words stick to me, living in an easy tension I can't shake all night. The next few days at the Institute passed without anything interesting happening. And that despite keeping an eye out for anything suspicious as Jace asked of me. So I've hit Friday afternoon and my first week at college level is complete. It's brutal in terms of the amount of information I need to absorb, but other than that it was actually better than I expected it to be. Then something catches my eye. Is that?
Pink girl.
I'm gonna let you do the italics.
Is that? And is she staring at me again?
Her eyes pierce into me. Mine, she was definitely staring again.
Well, hello there, knitting girl.
What is the obsession with giving everyone a nickname?
Knitting girl?
Yeah, weren't you trying to tell me about your knitting last time?
Threads, mate. Threads. She scrunches her eyes tight. She clearly has no idea what I'm talking about.
You must mean
And for somebody who talks
Threads.
about mythologies and stuff, you would think that he would understand the reference to threads.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he was so fixated on Adam and Eve and the apple and the Ouroboros, and then, like, threads is not that far off from a mythological standpoint, so, like,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah, the Fates in Greek mythology. Iconic.
Oh yeah, that's it. What is that all about anyway?
I watch the threads.
Her speech continues its familiar stop-start pattern from last time. It's come across as quite spacey.
What threads?
I can see the threads of fate.
Hello!
The threads of fate?
It's not you. At least, I don't think it is. You are close.
I'm close? Fate?
Is this a weird way of hitting on me? If it is, I don't like it.
Listen, you seem nice enough, but you've got to try better if you want to score a date with someone you just met. Nobody will fall for a pickup line like that. Plus, talking about knitting isn't exactly screaming out that it's going to be a fun time.
I guess she wasn't after a date after all. She's a little weird, but ticks the other boxes. What? Being a woman and having boobs.
I don't knit.
Sorry.
Right, you just see the threads.
The
Who are you anyway? Other than the other day, I haven't seen you around.
The threads.
Maya.
Oh, Maya.
Maya is a quiet girl in her senior year of high school at the Institute. She often likes to sit out the front of the Institute on her favorite bench. Age 17, height 5'5", SCP, Threads of Fate. Nice to meet you, Maya. I'm Zeke. You're in uniform. You're in you in your senior year? Senior year refers to the final year of the high school, which is often the fourth year of senior school or grade 12, depending on the locale and school type.
Yes.
So she is 1 year behind us. There are probably around 200 students here in total at the Institute, and most of them are in middle and senior school. At college level, there may be around 50 of us in total. At particularly social outside of our little group, so there are lots of students I haven't met here yet. I guess she's one of them.
So this is your favorite bench, huh?
Yes, I like to watch from here. You haven't noticed me before?
Nope. Should I have?
I don't know.
Don't worry, I barely notice most things happening around me, so don't take it personally. I'm sure the other guys notice you all the time.
I'm starting to get the feeling I'm misreading this conversation entirely. Even still, she does look quite lonely. She seems like the type who's so used to being alone that she doesn't realise how strange what she's doing really is. Excuse me? Judgy much? I like being alone. It's kind of sad, really. She's probably really nice behind it all. Dude! Judgy!
You're not used to talking much like this, are you?
I don't concern myself much with the other students, that is.
I see.
I see. Just as I thought.
Would you mind if I came and talked with you when I see you sitting here?
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
Okay.
Well, I'd best be going. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
She's definitely a strange one, but oddly endearing too. I hope she makes some friends. She doesn't want any friends. Friends are overrated. I kid. Ooh, Saturday.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're still wearing your business clothes on a Saturday?
Dude, you've been wearing the same t-shirt for 5 days straight.
These aren't business clothes. This is what I normally wear.
Oops. I figured she didn't get the memo about informal attire being acceptable at college level.
That's not informal?
That looks informal to me. It's crumpled! It's like a t-shirt with a shirt over the top. You know, or like a very light jacket. Yeah, I guess her personal fashion sense is just that proper after all.
Like, if anybody was more, like, formally dressed, I would say, like, Isla's is more formal than the others because of her, like, dress.
Yeah, exactly.
But even that's, like, not, like, a super, super serious dress. It's just, like, it looks like it's a comfortable dress.
Exactly. Excuse me. Great. I've only said one thing today and she's angry at me already.
Well, anyway, let's get going.
Hey, you made it.
Chase, after one of his usual sarcastic greetings, looks over my shoulders and notices I'm not walking through the door alone.
Oh, hi. You're one of the newbies, right? What was your name again?
Eris.
That's right. Zeke, you pounced on the new girl right away, huh?
Pounced?
Damn it, Jace, shut your mouth.
This idiot never gives me a break. I guess sensing people's emotions make everything like a never-ending soap opera to him. He seems to never get sick of the same old tricks.
Anyway, where is Isla?
She's over there. She's having a final practice before she kicks off her run.
She seems pretty focused.
Yep.
With two
our little
S's.
fan club is here, too.
That's how you spell it.
Is it?
Apparently, yes. I don't tend to, but both are correct. I looked it up.
Usually one S, so I had not seen. Like, that's the part I'm trying to figure out is, like, what version of English is this?
I don't know. Someone didn't read the translation properly English. I don't know, but focused with two S's apparently is legit. It looks weird, but the first time I saw it, I remember looking it up, and it's like, yeah, this is legit. So I don't know.
Fan club?
Yeah, it looks like Isla got pretty popular here.
Is she that good?
You'll find that out for yourself in a minute.
Just then, I hear the familiar pitter-pattering approach of our light-footed star as she breaks in between us with a beaming smile.
You came!
Did you think we ditched you or something?
No, but you did leave it a little late. I'm about to start.
He's
I was
always
worried
late.
something might have happened.
I'm just impressed he made it at all, knowing how he is.
Shut it, Jace.
We should just record. You should have a button to press that just says, "Shut it, Jace." You've said that about 50 times now, I think.
Oh, Eris, you came too.
Is that okay?
Of course. How'd you hear about it anyway?
Zeke invited me to come.
Is that so? Well, welcome. You're in for a treat.
Ooh, it just got dark all of a sudden. Did they dim the lights? What's
Yeah,
going
it
on?
looks like we're starting. I'd better go.
Seems even the owner of the arcade is bought into the spectacle of it all. He pulls a microphone up to his lips as he begins to call out in a bellowing voice.
The moment you've all been waiting for is upon us. Queen Eye is going to be continuing her record-breaking run by attempting 3 consecutive records today. This is her next step en route to her ultimate goal of holding every record at our fine establishment. You've chosen the right place to come to today, as you're witnessing history being written. First up is the ring shooter. Everyone, let's give Queen Eye a cheer as she begins.
Ada steps to the machine. She looks laser focused. The machine counts down to begin. 3, 2, 1.
Begin!
Ada swiftly begins hurling basketballs towards the ring. The gimmick with this one is the ring suddenly sometimes moves position. It's all played perfectly into her ability.
What incredible speed! I've never seen anything like this.
Scooping up balls at her side and shooting them in rapid flurry, Isla gets basket after basket in quick succession.
Whoa!
Seems like even Eris is impressed. It's unusual to see an expression from her other than some form of annoyance. Well, you didn't open your mouth, so that's why. I guess I'm kind of to blame for that, though.
10 seconds left. Can she do it?
Come on!
Screaming for the balls to roll their way back so she can get more shots off. Everyone's screaming to will her on. She needs to get 4 more in 5 seconds.
Come on, Isla.
With blinding speed, she picks up balls and in one swift motion almost instantly gets the
Just
shots
one
off.
more to get.
The timer is almost at 0. She frantically collects a ball to get in the final shot. In mid-flight, the ring suddenly switches position. The buzzer has sounded. This has to go in. Every eye is fixed as the ball sails through the air. It feels like the ball is travelling in slow motion. It hits the net.
She did it! She did it! How did she manage to shoot that final one right into its path? I'm speechless. What an unbelievable performance.
The whole place is in a frenzy.
Whoa!
I did it!
Oh, she really pulled it off. And with that, she's now on to her next record attempt. The next 2 records she wanted to break much more easily, but that didn't make the response from her adoring fans any less enthusiastic. She really lit this place up, I have to admit. Now we're just standing around waiting for her fan club to finish praising her. Finally, here she comes.
Thanks for
now.
waiting.
Good job, Isla. You nailed it.
That was unreal.
Thanks, guys.
Eris still seems a little shocked. I wonder why.
Always knew you could do it. You got a little close on that first one, but I'll let that slide.
Zeke, why you always gotta bring up the little things?
'Cause Zeke's a douche.
Sometimes someone has to be sure to keep your ego in check.
I mean, she has a fan club calling her Queen Eye. Someone has to balance the scales, right?
So what's everyone up to now? Want to head down to Wharfside to celebrate?
Wharfside?
And don't tell me you've never been to Wharfside before. The best shops are down there.
No, I just got here.
Looks like it's decided. We're off to Wharfside.
Wharfside.
Wharfside is a popular market strip that runs alongside one of the city's major wharfs. It is known for having some of the best shopping, food, and beverage options in the city, making it particularly popular with the tourists.
Not very imaginative named, though. It's a bit of a walk to get down here, but it's definitely worth it once we see the endless blue and feel the gentle sea breeze on our skin. Something about being by the water on a weekend at this time of afternoon is rejuvenating. Even Eris seemed to have relaxed a lot since we got here.
Here you go, guys.
One by one, Jace hands each of us a bright red snow cone.
1 tiger blood each.
Tiger blood?
Yeah, tiger blood is the best flavor. You've never had it before?
I've never had any kind of snow cone before.
Of course not. She only said she just got here and it hadn't even been to the wharf side. How is she supposed to know what tiger blood is?
Unless it's from also available in other places? It's snow cones are not unique to Japan. Tiger blood might be, though.
What? But how? How could anyone live a life without trying a snow cone? Could such a life even be called living?
Not everyone is from around here, you know?
Stop being so dramatic. Damn it, why do I make her so angry so
Don't
easily?
worry.
Because you're too dramatic.
Most people
Zeke.
from out of town are the same. Go on, give it a try.
Eris looks a little freaked at us all staring at her. Fortunately, it doesn't stop her. She takes a healthy sip out of the snow cone. Sip?
Well,
Oh, that's not snow cone, that's a slushie! Snow cone is literally...
A cone with snow in it.
yeah, like an ice cream, but with ice and syrup. That's a slushie! Eris's eyes go
Or a
wild. What does it
Slurpee.
mean? Or a Slurpee, yes.
It's
Yes.
really good.
I knew you'd like it.
Triumph! Munch, 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 munch. She must really like it. She's practically inhaling and she's gonna get brain freeze.
Oh, brain freeze, yeah.
It's good to know she has the ability to smile at least. She's a
She
milkshake
made
as
the
well.
same face with milkshake.
I know,
How much do
right?
we owe you, Jace?
don't worry about it. It's on me today, guys.
Thank you. I will never forget this.
Jeez, that's a bit much. She really takes her treats seriously, doesn't she? Unless that's her ability. She will literally never forget anything. Okay, so Wednesday, we're still like... Oh, God. I mean, like, Tuesday, May the 1st is a good chunk-sized day. I reckon we're like a third in?
And I don't feel like we've gotten into the inciting incident even.
No. Of course we haven't. Of course we haven't. But we'll see
And we're
where
nearing
we...
the end of the stream. So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like we have to do another just to kind of...
Yes. I need to know. And, you know, I'm enjoying this. As long as you're enjoying it, then yeah. So yeah, we will do another stream of this, and maybe even more, depending on whether it tells us anything anytime soon. But yeah, maybe her ability has to do with like memory, because she's like, "Ooh, I will never forget this," and it's like, you know, he's mocking her, but Jace was straight in with a win on this one, while I'm still on her bad side. I mean, you did buy her milkshake twice, but you are also a bit of a, you know, douche with the comments. There's only one thing to do at a time like this.
Well, Eris, it seems you have leveled up.
Guzzling down the last bits of her snow cone and throwing her empty cup in the bin, Eris then turns to face me with a hand on her hip.
Huh? Leveled up?
Yes, from henceforth you shall no longer be known as Milkshake Girl. No, I hereby give you the designation worthy of your new ranking. You should now be called the Ice Lord.
I mean, that at least is vaguely better. Why did it suddenly go so quiet? Don't tell me she's
He's
using...
just an awkward idiot with his...
He really is.
comment. I don't think he's a douche, I just think he's, like, dense as hell.
I mean, fair. Yeah.
Typical main character syndrome.
Yeah, completely oblivious to, you know, consequences. Don't tell me she's using her newly found ice powers on them already. Wait, don't tell me.
Was this your true ability you were hiding from us all along?
I wonder if she wants to keep it hidden from the Institute. It's truly terrifying. You can't let this power fall into the wrong hands.
Why, you?
Stop cooping her nicknames, I think is the thing. I'm gonna go with that's gotta be you. I suppose she still doesn't appreciate my sense of humour. Oh, I won't be bested so easily. One day I'll get her to crack a smile. One day. I mean, just buy her a milkshake, mate. That seems to work. Just don't expect anything more. Jace and I arrived back at the apartment after the day's activities. We ended up having a meal after our snow cones, and by the end of it, even Eris seemed to be enjoying herself. It appeared we managed to warm even the Ice Lord's heart, though suddenly I'm snapped out of my reflections.
Huh?
That's an unusual bit of surprise coming from Jace.
What is it?
Do you know anything about this envelope?
What envelope?
Jace is holding a plain sealed and unaddressed envelope in his hand.
It was just sitting here on the floor. You definitely don't know anything about it?
I imagine it came under the door. Go over and give a quick look over the envelope. It's blank but sealed. I've never seen it before.
No idea.
Then someone must have slipped it under the door.
That's what I just said.
Well, open it up. It's probably just a bill to pay that went into the neighbor's mail or something. They probably just, if it was a bill, it would have some kind of marking on it, idiot.
Exactly.
They probably just slipped it under the door because we weren't home.
He's really not very clever. That's what I'm saying to Jace, but it is strange that it's blank and it was just sitting on our floor.
Okay, let's see.
Jace tears open the envelope to reveal a ripped black sheet of paper printed with 2 lines of gold letters. He begins to read out the writing contained on the piece of paper.
Don't trust the Institute. Follow the golden thread.
Oh. Jace flips over the sheet and back again with querying eyes.
That's all it says.
What? Give me a look.
I quickly glance over the letter myself.
Don't trust the Institute, follow the golden thread. That's definitely all it says.
What in the world is this?
Jace, be honest with me. Are you just pranking me?
No, I'm not.
Come on, just admit that.
I said I'm not.
Whoa, Jace stomps his foot down in anger as he barks his reply full volume. I can't even remember him doing that. Jace takes a moment to breathe and calm himself. Why is he so worked up?
Because he doesn't trust the Institute already, and now somebody's telling him don't trust the Institute.
Yes, we know this, but Zeke, bless him, is a little bit, you know, I don't know, orange
He's
cat.
a little behind on the uptake here a little bit.
He didn't get the brain cell this week. You know, you've got to give him a moment. He's very pure orange cat energy here.
You really aren't pranking me, are you? Then who left this here?
I have no idea.
Jace seems very worried. He's usually so good at taking things in his stride.
You've been concerned about the instructors at the Institute recently, too. Is that why you're taking this so seriously?
Yeah. Something is really off. I can feel it. This letter. Who would give it to us? What are they warning us of?
Hang on. Just accidentally went to the wrong tab. My laptop is trying to merge with my leg. The timing's definitely strange. She isn't wrong.
And what is this about a golden thread?
Hmm.
Well, I don't know if it's connected, but I met a girl at the Institute who was speaking about threads the other day.
Who was she? What did she say?
She said her name was Maya. She's in her senior year. She seemed pretty weird. I couldn't really understand her. She was just talking about the threads of fate or something like that.
Jace doesn't respond, but just stares at me for a while.
But she didn't mention anything about a golden thread? Or anything about the Institute?
No, she didn't. Still a strange coincidence, though.
Do you think she could have anything to do with this letter being left here?
I really doubt it, at least not directly. I didn't give her our address or anything.
I suppose there could be some connection there, or it might just be coincidence. Either way, it sounds like it wouldn't have been her who made this letter for us. Who else would have written us this warning? And why us specifically and not someone else? What about all the other students?
He's right. And then there is the question of why it doesn't contain anything specific. It is a quite vague and cryptic warning. That's why I thought it was a prank to begin with.
Yeah, outside of this being a prank, there is only one reason I can think of why someone would leave a letter like this.
You think it's cryptic so it can't be traced back to the author?
Exactly.
Oops,
So
sorry.
that we're so astute in that regard.
Yes. Yeah. It was like my brain was thinking exactly. The screen said exactly. I said exactly, and I was like, that's not my line. I knew Jace would be thinking the same thing
It makes
as me.
sense. I guess if they went ahead and told us outright, or even put all the information in a letter, there is always the risk from their perspective that we'd get suspicious of them. And if we informed the Institute, that could spell big trouble for them, particularly if it was someone on the inside. That seems to be what they're trying to avoid.
The E's are very glowy, and the S looks like a backwards E. I don't think that's relevant.
No, I didn't think so either. I think it's because like the L's and follow look pretty.
Yeah, I think it's
more
just a
substantial.
shine. The more I think about it, the only thing that makes sense is someone with insider information is trying to warn us about something in a way that won't incriminate themselves. Or maybe they're trying to tell us to talk to Maya and ask her if she can see a golden thread. After all, they couldn't know how we react to the information, so in a strange way, this could be the safest bet for them.
If we're correct, we should assume that follow the golden thread is a riddle of some kind.
I mean, Ariadne in the Minotaur. I mean, technically that was a ball of twine, but could be, it's symbolic in some way. In the whole Fates part of the mythos, a golden thread was not cuttable. That symbolized a god. And then in the webcomic with Woven, the golden threads were the little threads like in the brain. And if they were tangled, that was probably because someone was sick and it was dangerous to try and untangle them. Other than that, I don't know anything about golden threads.
It should contain enough information to lead us towards the truth, but not enough for it to be obvious on face value.
This is starting to feel a little ridiculous, like some detective novel or something. Well, you have point-and-click main character vibes, so... but if it's just the letter on its own, I'd probably ignore it as a prank, but I can't ignore Jace's feelings. He's far too perceptive given his special abilities. Something must really be going on at the Institute.
I just don't know why someone would reach out to us of all people.
Is it a staff member at the Institute? Maybe our instructor or another researcher? Someone on the outside keeping an eye on them? Or perhaps even an eye on us?
I mean, I could think of at least a reason why it's you guys.
Yeah.
Somebody noticed Jace sneaking around the Institute and went, that person's already suspicious. Let me give it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was someone within the Institute like we suspect, why would they be trying to warn us of all people?
I don't know, but it doesn't seem like this person wants to be found.
Right, I guess all we can do for now is to start looking for this golden thread. It could just be a prank, but I think we need to look into it a little more.
Yeah.
We both fall silent in contemplation.
Think we should ask the girls about it? They might have some idea what it can mean.
I don't want to worry them quite yet. Telling them will make them involved, and we don't know how serious this is. Why don't we both think on it for a little while first, see if we can find any clues on our own. If not, we can talk to them about it next week sometime.
You're right. I'll keep mulling over it, see if any ideas come to me.
Surely if it means something of significance, then we should be able to find another clue of some sort. Otherwise, there'd be no point leaving the letter here for us the letter here for us in the first place. It has to be something we can solve. What an eerie end to what started out as a pleasant day. Bloop! We finished chapter 1. Night visions. Feels like a good place to stop, but let's get through the weird, creepy.
You want me to read some of this?
Well, let you read
I feel like
this.
you've been doing a lot of it.
Yeah. Which is, I was like, I think you should read the night stuff when it goes on the big screen.
Okay. Night visions, a product of my synesthesia I haven't shared with anyone. Oh, so the reason why they may not be able to help you is because you're holding back info.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a good thing because, like, maybe the Institute's bad, but, like, it's still, like, this is partly on you, buddy.
Yeah.
They come sporadically, and when they do, the experiences are varied and sometimes frightening. Usually strange patterns, colors, and images flood my mind, though I can't make sense of the abstract significance of them. Yet with them, usually some theme or idea forces its way into my mind. It almost feels like some revelation, or some deep truth I can't help but ponder on. In my more egotistical moments, I imagine that I'm some prophet getting divine inspiration. Though that usually passes over into self-deprecation when I realize how foolish that sounds. This evening, a particularly sharp question forcibly permeates my consciousness. What am I? People often ask the question of who they are, which is closely related, but rarely do people ask what we are. a creature, a Homo sapien, a conscious biological entity. Something along those lines are common answers, yet even this isn't clearly defined. Am I defined by the physical components that I have? Am I the sum of all those atoms in my body? We know that every 7 years, every single cell in our bodies is replaced. That means absolutely no part of the physical me of 7 years ago still exists. This creature here today is a close replica of the version of me from 7 years ago, though it's not exact.
The ship of Theseus.
Over time, that prior version of me, like a snake, shed its skin to reveal an altered version of itself. That is what I now call me. Though this doesn't tell the full story. There is a continuity that goes beyond the physical components. I may have aged, changed, grown, but there is some form of continuation that I call me. Is it DNA? The DNA ensures that the cells get replicated according to a pattern. My physical essence is dictated by a preset set of abstract instructions, a language encoding at the inception of my existence that continues the pattern. Then I see it and I understand what I am. I am a pattern propagated over time. This pattern of Zeke is carried forward through many physical and psychological transformations. Some things that make up me are shed with time, others are refined, and others are retained and strengthened. The pattern that carries forward through time is what I really am. This is the me I identify with. So what happens when we die? Do I cease to exist? The pattern, the imprint we leave on the world carries forward. I think of the traits I picked up from my parents and from those I've admired, from those I've lost. The pattern of who they were imprints onto me to change the pattern of who I am. I, in turn, imprint my pattern on those around me. The influence of meshing patterns that stretches beyond all understanding, they consume my mind. Consciousness is just another layer of abstract pattern. My synesthesia strikes me, and in this moment I understand. Death is the moment our pattern becomes woven into the fabric of this world. Is this eternal life, the pattern we leave behind, or is there also a more concrete existence for consciousness beyond our sight? My mind feels plagued with tensions that pass over into a world beyond my understanding. What is it I am really reaching for? And with these thoughts, a weariness sets in as the color begins to subside, as do the strange musings that accompany them. Like this time, it spells color with a U.
It's inconsistent.
Yep. As the night lingers on, sleep eventually takes me.
It's like a Rorschach test in the background with the lights. Chapter 2. Okay.
2.
Perfect. We stop here. Load and save.
I missed Jace this morning. He must have left early. Fortunately, I should still
No.
make it on time.
Let's just stop
I was
at the
trying
end
to
of chapter
okay.
1. It literally says chapter 2 on my screen right now. It's like, I think that's
Sorry, I
perfect
didn't get
place
to
to
it
stop.
then. So let me see. Maybe I can back it up.
You just started reading, and I'm like, no, that's chapter 2. We just finished chapter 1. So chapter 2 starts on Wednesday the 18th. So it's effectively was a week there. There's going to be at least
A
one
week and
more
a half.
chapter. Yeah. So chapter 2 complete and chapter 3 complete. So I feel like if we're going to go through, whether we get true endings or whatever, it's probably going to be 3 streams if we're sticking with it, which I think we should. I feel like we just got a hint of the thing to go to, and so far the flowchart is kind of boring. But yeah. Main menu, confirm. Okay, so we finished chapter 1. I mean, it's like what, 4 minutes till whenever. It feels like a good place to.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Stop, exactly, rather than starting at 23% complete. Okay, so yeah. So we've got 6 people files, and then.
And those are all 6 of the people on the front screen right now, I think.
Jace, Isla, Miss Kala, Zeke, Eris, and Maya.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. So, but we had like 10 voice things. So one was Misk. If student A is actually. Oh yeah, and Gus. Yes. But Gus didn't get a thing. We got Gus's arcade, and then we have like a whole chunk. We have the SCP, and then we've got places and profiles and abilities all mixed up in there. Oh, hang on. Zeke's R value has a thing. Zeke's R value is 0.412, which is the largest ever, but Zeke is the only student who's shown no change. And then Mysterious Letter is also in here. Stranger blank envelope was found on the floor. Simple anonymous note that read, "Don't trust the Institute, follow the golden thread." Okay. For some reason those didn't come up as blues, but... right, I think that's the end of that. And then... there are... it goes to... yeah, so there's like 11 for endings reached, and then terms and events. Okay, so it's... character, endings, terms and events. But yeah, that's a weird filtery thing, I'll be honest. And then the flowchart, and then yeah, so cool. Alright, well that's Synesthesia. We got 2 achievements of the 22.
Yeah.
There's a lot of end gamey, different rooty stuff, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, things are cold. Okay, so that's the end of today's stream. I'm back tomorrow with 1,000 Times Resist. Jesse, are you later?
I should be. I gotta figure out lunch and some other stuff, but yeah, probably I'll be back on tonight.
Cool.
Or this afternoon.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna raid into Zeus because Zeus is doing Extra Life.
I got like nobody here, so I won't.
I mean, you could do it anyway, just so you get a shout out. Feel free to type in a raise message or not, as you so choose. But yeah, Synesthesia. Thanks to Ideal Xbox. Thanks to Jesse for being the voice in my ear and the voice of reason. So yeah, that's bye from me. I'm Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and the voice in my
Jesse.
ear. Bye everyone.
Bye everybody.